I put just one song of the Tool. Can't stop listening to it now. Oh, wait. How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for the reset. Oh, gosh. Bold battle in Atlanta. Battle in Atlanta. Wait. Is football going on right now? Good evening. It's like a super late stream. Welcome to your stream. Oh my gosh, you are welcoming me to my stream. As always, like really happy to be here, guys. It's super late. But I have to come on. Wait. I hope nobody missed me. I mean, I hope you have like enough live going on that you didn't even notice that I wasn't streaming. Let me know if the volumes of the music and the voice are okay. I think the music is too loud, right? My mood of the Twitch. Yo, guys, you will not believe this. Feels like yesterday, no worries. I know. Time flies super, super, super fast. You guys wouldn't believe this. Yesterday, just a little loud. Yeah. The day before yesterday, I was planning to stream, but I was in the zone. I finished Wooder's cats. The 3 cat drawings that I've been drawing forever. I just sat down and I like finished them. And it got too late to stream. And yesterday I was gonna stream, but I was in my art studio and I took some commissions that I was not able to finish for like 8 years. I kid you not, like I have commissions that have been ordered like 8 and 6 years ago. I've been absolutely a disaster about like some of these commissions. I've been a disaster. I've been completely stuck with them. But I just sat down and I finished them just like that. And I also put a massive layer on one of the commissions that have been sitting stagnant. Oh my God. Have I actually found a way to do work? I have here today like another abandoned commission. This is crazy. I think these people already don't hope to hear from me and are like super upset. But yeah, like this is Witcher. Oh, we're gonna finish him. And it looks so good. I don't know if I showed you like the other commissions. I didn't even message them. Didn't have time to message the owners of those commissions. Yeah, are they still alive? Yeah, I hope. I think. No, actually, you know, having unfinished work is something that like weighs on you, right? And it being an artist. Oh, White Pod. Oh, oh my gosh, you're here. Is this a coincidence? I worked on your commission yesterday and I was so inspired. I think I'm finally ready to give you a gorgeous painting iPod. I'm gonna be working on it every week. It's in the art studio, so someone might have told me, wow, it's like the world news, right? Oh my gosh. iPod. I just I remember I started that painting when I was living in yeah, a really long time ago. Oh my gosh, it's been like 5 years? I thought it was like 7 years almost. Actaboot, hi. But you know, I haven't done a lot of really good work paintings of my own, like in this last year, because I'm teaching in art studio a lot, so I feel like my own work is a bit slow. But I have grown like so much in understanding what's efficient like in the painting just because I'm teaching it all the time. So I was able to like look at these commissions and I'm like, okay, I know what this needs. And I was so stuck before. Why, but you're gonna get a fucking gorgeous painting, because what I had in mind in the beginning is gonna be would have been a lot lesser painting. What you're gonna get now is actually gonna be stunning. February 7th. Oh my gosh. Wow. 21 is not bad. It actually isn't that bad. Like one of the commissions is like a long time loyal viewer. I think he just came to terms that he's never gonna get his thing. But I started it probably like, I swear, like 8, maybe even 9 years ago, guys. Like it's crazy bad. Lol, Laserboy, only for you. I still have your cooked face, Laserboy. It's hilarious that you guys are having like this inside joke that you don't even believe. Also, Wipeout, did I even say thank you for tier 3 sub, which is insane. How are you, by the way? Also, why Phil, thank you also so much for almost 10 years. Don't you afraid you might be beaten up when you meet the person to give the word? Like, so all of these people, I mean, good news is that I'm not gonna meet them. I did meet Ypod last year. He seemed really sweet. First 2 months is nice when it's being worked on stream. Guys, oh my gosh, Invis, hi. Oh my god, Invis, I just remembered didn't read your message. I did read your message, but I didn't reply to it. I've been thinking of getting to it because it's just, I can't just like say whatever. So how are you feeling, Invis? You know, it's not, I've been like running all over the place. My mind has been like so hyper, and I've just been hyper stuck on these like projects. Oh, you're not doing well health-wise? Anything you can share with us? Oh. Oh, seriously? So you have like ghost symptoms? You have daily issues? Oh no. Do you think it could be related to, I don't want to like reveal if it's a personal data, like something you told me you're gonna try. I don't know, could it be related to the weaning of the meds? Hi, Tony Virgo. Hey. Sounds fun for a lot of projects. Anything you want to talk about? Oh, well, I bought today on, I've been talking to ChatGPT for months actually, and I've been looking for a solution to keep my art studio clean. And after like talking about every car share device, it's a vacuum steam cleaner basically. I found one really good deal on Marketplace, but it was in at the edge of my country in like 3 hour drive. So, and today I decided to look at a glance at a Marketplace, and I found another deal, and they delivered it right to me. So I got myself like a car hair, a steam vacuum. They have so many devices, but this one should be pretty good for my art studio. So it steams and sucks in simultaneously. So I can't wait honestly to like try it. Turns out you can also like clean like really resistant grease with it. You can clean entire bathroom. You can also clean windows, and you can even clean sofa and mattress. Super cool. I'm also really impressed by the brand that they have like so many like interchangeable like um heads. What would you call it? Uh I don't know. I've been using GPT a lot for like research. I know like it's not always perfect. I often ask GPT to like triple check, cross reference like their info. Different brand tone, nice nozzles. Yes, it's 100% not connected to meds. At this point, I have 2-page document listing everything. Oh, oh my god, what point? You know what? Like, um, I really hope you can figure it out. Good news is like you live in a progressive country, Pod. You have you're like near the best, like doctors, research. Just keep figuring out how long you've been having that weapon. The industrial stuff is amazing. Yeah. So what I got is like the is like the end game of the residential stuff. I'm really hoping that it's gonna be good enough for the art studio floor. I'm gonna test it out tomorrow at home, and then on Saturday I'll bring it. I'll bring it to the studio. Gemini is better than GPT. I'm just used to GPT, so I just keep using it. 3 different doctors given me 3 different diseases. Neither really fits your symptoms. You're also having something. Guys, stop dying. Like, can you please just stop dying and live forever, please? Get your shit together. I mean, yeah, but like, just don't get. You're not allowed to be sick. Oh, my eye. I have a really pretty eye makeup today. My glasses are hiding it. Also, I'm back to dancing, guys. Like the other day, I went to dancing after massive break. Today, I danced for the second time. I was feeling burnt out, but I finally remembered. I found the reason why I did it. I had amazing experience. Like it was very cathartic. So I just tuned into the music. Of course, I'm a little bit like rusty, but like my moves are a little bit like jarred because I took too long of a break. But I finally remembered. Why I love it so much. Pole dancing, Luke Azar. Long story short, like I realized that when I'm trying to make my dancing more than a hobby sport, it starts taking up like too much of my time plus mental space. Also, I make something that genuinely like brings me joy into something that is like difficult and heavy. I put a burden of it needing to be artistic and epic and whatnot. So my brain kind of starts freezing. Also, like I realized that I'm very connected to the music. And the reason why I fell in love with dancing is because I was I found a way to connect to the music, even if I dance off beat or whatever. Like I connect to the um, emotionality of the music, and I melt into it, and that is like intoxicating feeling. It's so good. Also, I realized that it's very important not to overtrain. I often like trained for 1.5, 2 hours, but now I strictly ran my trainings for like 1 hour and that's it. And so I don't run into exhaustion. And I think, yeah. Anyway, so basically, I just remembered the core of the passion that is like about the feeling and connecting to the music. And then it was good, like with no other pressure on it. That's amazing. That's what you're talking about is a metanoia. Because as soon as I start being like very brainy about my dancing, I lose the joy. This is why I love the improvisational dancing so much because I put on a music, I feel something, and I connect to it, and then it's all about like the feeling. And once the brain and the choreography and order and rules start to dominate, it becomes like a place of frustration. Metanoia. But yeah, so I think it is important to like learn new things, but this is what I also understood that um I enjoy learning new things and doing like structural things when I go to dance classes. But when I'm on my own, I should focus, prioritize like that passion because I feel alive when I dance. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Oh, do you just train solo? So I usually my usual regimen was like taking 1 or 2 pole dancing classes a week, plus doing like 2 pole dance classes by myself. So all skin issues are treated in the same style, so starts working better soon. This is super random, but I just was listening to a podcast about like a Ozempic and similar type of meds that have like similar functioning mechanism. There is a surprising link of previously, for instance, psoriasis has been like untreatable or like very difficult to treat, resistant to treatment. But apparently, like a weird, they found like a weird link of psoriasis and other type of skin issues just dissipating. Ну, на самом деле, очень утомляет макарониным. But yeah, ah, amazing to see your art studio journey. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's my place, the art studio. It's slowly like building up, and I'm just really happy that kids and like people that do come to my classes, like they see the value in it, and slowly, um, during the next 3 weeks, we're gonna have 2 events happening in art studio, and you know, oh, I love what we're doing there. I want to have like open doors day at the end of the August, and a little exhibition of student work, like a little party. Still got to finish up painting in a studio. Have you been to the Discord? There's like a glimpse. I made such an amazing. Oh, you're talking about your painting. Yeah, if you ever like come to Latvia, come over. It needs just another layer or 2 or 3. It's a complex one, but yeah, it does need like finishing. You can send it to me and I can finish it to you. Where would one get this Ozempic? So this is like brand new research, Wooter, and it is currently not cleared for skin treatment, but dermatologists are testing this and they are observing like magical pretty much results. Um, so it's not specifically the Ozempic, it is like the active ingredient or the mechanism. They have the biological name for Ozempic. So they're finding out right now. So this is like breaking news. So if you find in your country a really up to date dermatologist that is like in the research that goes to these, I actually in Latvia we have a dermatologist exactly like that. He helped me finally get rid of my acne, persistent acne. But like so I imagine he's someone who travels for the conferences and is like is young and trying to be on top. So I guess if you find dermatologists of that caliber, you could curse to humanity. Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think it's a curse to humanity. Can you imagine like being able to solve obesity? All right, Wipod. Yeah, okay. I'll let it be a surprise then, Wipod. I think it's gonna be good. Is it new? The one over here, it's a Witcher. It's like an abandoned commission that I started over. Yeah, McDonald's processed food. Yeah, like and sugar. I mean, the drugs need to be regulated, but that's amazing that we can actually solve obesity. Tell all this to my mother. Try to tell her to not one at the same time. Consequences are taking it. Are you talking about Ozempic? Yes, I do, Wipod. I do. I haven't looked at it though. I'm gonna check it out. Wait. But there is Like the docs that you share, they are kind of like stored in a cloud. Injecting hundreds of dollars drugs into your system, not be fat is crazy. Well, that's transhumanism. I think in the future we're gonna have like a big divide. Transhumanism, or those who absolutely like despise it, that want to go all natural. But I don't know, like saves times and money as well. Yes. Yes. Like if you think that people are supposed to like solve their overweight problems through sheer will, like sometimes it is so difficult. But of course, like you need some kind of like holistic like approach. It's not enough to just like chug on Ozempic. But this is why it's prescription drug, so you do it um with a doctor. Drug will not fix the problem. I don't know, guys. I really like drugs. I mean, not. I don't mean in a junkie type of way, but what drugs? I'm talking about psychiatry drugs. What good psychiatry therapy has done to my life is crazy. So I've been an opponent and hater of this for more than 30 years. Hands down. Temporary fix, not in my case. I think I have been depressed since teenage years. I would sometimes have um kind of almost, yes, sometimes I would have happy periods, but I have been depressed for since I've been, I think, 13 years old. Like it's been a depression. It is 100% genetic. The constitution of my brain is melancholic. I'd rather take this drug for the rest of my life and sacrifice my liver or whatever than get back to like, well, if I have to get back to how it was, this okay. I know how to live as well. He had severe mood swings. It's not because I'm an artist, guys. My father's family is like riddled with alcoholism, and alcoholism is a sheer sign of depression. It is a it is a habit of a depressed. So it runs in my family. The way depression usually occurs, it has endogenic origins, and or it can have like, what would be the other word? Endogenic is when it's rooted in your biology. So then you have other type of depression that occurs like as a reaction to life events, and then it usually like resolves after, either through some work or on its own. But like what was going on with me? I'm not a fragile soul. You should work towards not being dependent on them. Unfortunately, I have done a lot of psychotherapy, so I really know how to live and I have a good life. Yeah, I take SSRIs, but I know that my head is gonna pull me down. It just gets stuck in this perpetual state where it just doesn't have enough chemicals. That's just how it is. Like I have observed myself in and out, through and through for years. I've been in intense psychotherapy for a long time. I went like to weekly psychotherapy sessions for a solid I think year and a half, or like it was like a year and 3 months every week. And after that I switched to therapist, and I think I've been going for another half a month. So I feel like I got to a point where I was feeling the chemical switches because I was so aware of like what's in me, what's outside. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. What do you struggle with? Right now, nothing. Anyway, you should do what you should do, but for me, depression was severe, to be honest. It's absolutely severe. I did talk to my therapist and I asked him like how long I need to take these drugs, and he just said for a long, long time. Even if I'm ever gonna get off them, it's gonna be probably 10 years in, and by that maybe the new neural pathways have solidified, and maybe the brain has learned how to think, how to exist in a non-apocalyptic way. But I seriously think like a lot of thoughts that I thought are my philosophy, they were just product of depressive chemical state. That's just how I see it. So it's money in his pockets. It's not even like that much money. It's minuscule amount of money. I doubt that he's getting like he's becoming a millionaire. It is seriously like it. Are you kidding me? Like it has improved my life so much. And a pack of antidepressants is like I don't even know. I think it's like €6. Hello, come on, €6 for a month, and he gets like 50 cent cut. Well, I've been both therapist and a psychiatrist. Hi, Militia. It's too complex to say. Yeah, after all those years, suddenly there was this point where I felt I don't need them anymore. Are you doing good without them? Like, obviously, you're not doing good in other terms, but well, my psychiatrist like cost me €70 per session, and I had to see him when we were figuring out like my treatment. So it was costly in the beginning, but once we adjusted like and found found the good treatment, I just message him. I just message him, and he gives me a prescription. I don't have to even go for check-ins. And he calls you. He calls me sometimes, like when I complain of something, he just calls. But yeah, he called me when he dude, like I love that you found remedy for depression to make manageable. Some of your uncle was depression talking. Yes, 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 yes. But anyway, guys, it's all up to you. But like to me, it has been absolutely like life changing. So tell your cat that she's sleeping in another room. Nie deserve that. Будеш какого? Будешь. I don't know. Like I would just return to my baseline, Laser Boy, and I know how to live with my baseline. I made art out of it. It was like my entire like life's philosophy. You know, everything's it's like a dead garden, but I found beauty in it. So when I went to psychiatrist, I was not wanting to treat my depression because I thought I'm fine. I know how to live with this. But after he listened to my entire story, he was like, "Girl, I think you've got depression." And looking back at it, he was right. Anyway, it works. You love my hair. Thank you. Laser Boy. No, Laser Boy. Laser Boy, no. I got to a point. I never stopped working on my life. I tried like hypnotherapy. I tried this. I tried that. Like I never stopped working. I always tried to like improve my life. I was always like looking after like what trigger happens. Again, I went to psychotherapy for a really extensive time, so I learned my triggers. I understood like what kind of creature I am, what like bugs me, and I was able to like see these processes. Like something happens on the outside, I'm like, oh, I see that I'm getting like triggered, blah blah blah. So that's huge. That's something that psychotherapy can give you, right? That kind of understanding, ability to like dissect, because I started from a point where I was not even able to articulate my feeling. I remember I was describing the therapist. I feel gray, gray mud inside of me. Like I am not able to like talk about the feelings. So, and I got to a point where I knew that my life is exactly where I want things to be. And I was even in happy moments and I was so miserable. I wanted to in in the moments that were supposed to be beautiful, but something about the beautiful moments were exaggerating the depressiveness. It was just so wrong. Like my reactions were so difficult, dude. Like I would have a minuscule trigger would happen and I would spiral into suicidal like depression for a week. It's just it's such a fucking thief of life. Like I look at those times. And another thing is like I was so used to my state. I knew how it is to live in it. But I for approximately like almost like a year or first 8 months of taking the medication, I couldn't stop like I couldn't stop being happy walking down the street and feeling that my legs are not heavy. Because before it always felt like I have like chain ball like prison balls tied to my I just couldn't believe how like how light can a step feel. So it's super weird. You pray you will eventually quit the drugs. Why? You want me to be miserable? I wanna do this for the rest of my life. I don't I'm transhumanism in this sense. I admit that our biology is not perfect and I accept the technology. So I see no reason why to suffer because it's harmful. It is harmful to suffer to the extent that I was. Um, I don't have bipolar. I don't qualify for bipolar. Just depression. I know my brain calls. Exactly, Wooter. Why taking drugs for hours you would be the rest of your life. I literally feel that it's the chemical composition in my brain. I literally can feel that. I can be sitting in a paradise and I would still feel this. Um, Also, the SSRIs are not that crazy. They are not crazy. They are not the alcohol that people drink or the smoke. They have probably a lot more downsides that like or a stronger impact. So it's all in your brain. Listen, dude. I don't know. You find your way to be without the drugs. That's good for you. I don't know. I'm smart about all the medication that I'm taking. I'm not abuser. I just stay within prescription and I see good results. And I will live my life as long as I have good results. I stick to them and if I see downsides, I will change the way I live. The way I look at it, I know what my baseline is and I know so good how to live with it. So it's not gonna go anywhere. But yeah, you do. I mean, you haven't been inside of my brain, so you don't know how bad it gets, but woo, it's bad. I do think that drugs will not insta fix your life. So that's not how it works. I think that life consists out of philosophical and practical part, right? But the proper medication, when it works, it's magic. It just takes you out of your inability to create the life that you want to live, you know? Because this is the problem when you're stuck in destructive cycles and your coping mechanisms are destructive. The way it was with me, I could never rely on myself because any stress could like disable me for like a week and pull me back. I could not go forward on the projects. I would be too socially anxious. So imagine like how much life passes you by. And I thought that all of those things are my personality. They were all hindrance to my personality. So it's funny how many close-minded, selfish, demanding boys you have in your chat. Oh, come on, damn pudding. It's just everybody has their view. Ну, сам решаешь, Макаронина. You think, okay, so yeah, I understand. Like, I'm phrasing it as a magical fix. It worked like a magical fix in my story um, because I already have done like a lot of therapy and a lot of different things. And the drugs were like the last thing I tried because I was really resistant to it. I did not want to. I always like refused. I always like philosophized against the drugs. But yeah, I think any life should be looked at holistically, but I do think that if your mind is already in a hindered state, like it's already bad, I think it is the first step you should remove the stress. It is when you this is how I think psychiatrist should be like the first visit. You should go to psychiatrist first, basically. I mean, if you have a relationship, conflicts, inner conflicts, that sounds like a psychotherapist domain, like because it's kind of like philosophical, like what to do with my life sort of questions. But if you're having like crazy levels of anxiety, crash outs, like mood swings, that sounds like a psychiatry case to me. And I would really suggest to people to go like figure out like their levels. I don't know, get them to a stable place so that they can resume working on their life and improving. Because a healthy person will be working on their life and improving it. And you cannot expect a depressed person to start going to the gym, start hanging out with friends, like, and you can just be so stuck, and you're worsening and eroding your you're eroding your mind. It gets worse and you get more isolated and you start doing like drugs and alcohol and garbage. I don't know, it's just like trying to run with a broken leg. So I don't know, we don't live in a caveman times. We have some research about like these meds. It's not perfect, it's always like improving, but I feel like um some of the requirements for the I'm hoping that like some that requirements for some of these meds are getting like stricter over years, and we have like more evidence. So anyway, stop telling me your life. Anyway, it's all up to you to decide, but I think it's worth like paying attention to if you're having like crazy psychiatric issues. Once you remove that, you will understand. You'll be able to like see where the problems in your actual life lie. Because a lot of people, that's the problem. Like you have messed up chemistry, and then your relationships are horrible. Your job is like trash, and like you have like projects that are like abandoned and burdening you, and so and you when you're in that state, I don't know, it's a lot of work to get your life back on track. And when you have like a weakened person, you can actually, this is something a therapist only should do. A good therapist will do an evaluation. A psychiatrist will hear your story and should recommend you a therapy, or a therapist after hearing your story will recommend you a psychiatrist. This is not for me to like evaluate like what do you need in your life. So you should consult the professionals. Hopefully you find a good ones, because there are bad ones as well. um and yeah, like, yeah, we come from a different viewpoints, laser boy. I just see that like trying to make it on your own can just like perpetuate the problem. My coworker used to take meds. He told how it was a rigorous review and get a prescription, then he was unemployed. I don't get anything I want, but I can just like message, and the doctor knows my prescription, and he just like issues me a new dose of prescription. So it does not cost me like hundreds of euros every month. Therapy is good. Um, Listen, psychiatrist doesn't do therapy. Therapists, psychotherapists, and psychiatrists often are at war, um, because psychiatrists see human behavior and brain as a chemical thing. They see it primarily as a chemical thing, and the therapist other way around. In ideal world, I think everyone should know their domain, because I think therapists are really good. Therapy is good for learning emotional intelligence, being able to like understand your emotions and whatnot. And also navigate relationships and like life dilemmas. Those can be like really difficult, and like just process your life experiences. Psychiatrists will usually not do that. Psychiatrist works with anxiety, with depression, with the mood disorders, and ultimately you will be the one to decide whether you need help or not. Like it's all on the patient's refill. Yeah, you're representing the other way. Yeah, well, no, everyone has to evaluate their own thing. In response to how I'm doing, I do still have bad phases, but they are not really different to when I took meds. I feel more emotional in a good way. Nice, nice, nice. Do you think you're doing better than when you were without them at all? Guys, I heard about like cognitive rigidity, something that happens with your brain as you age. I wonder if I'm so for instance, like my brain has been like super like depressed and melancholic all the time. But I wonder like if I take if I have like my mental in order, and it functions in a certain way. I wonder if like it could, brain doesn't work like that. That's bullshit. I was just fantasizing. Maybe it can um harden into these pathways. Also, another thing, if you have endogenic depression that is genetically that has genetic origins, usually the way this happens is like you carry, there is a depression gene, you carry a depression gene, and then in your forming years a traumatic event happens, and it gets kind of activated, and then you are candidate to suffer for life. um so because it got activated in an early age, so you kind of, your brain develops around it. I don't know how exactly it works, but the thing is, that the hope of the SSRIs and antidepressant medication is that you can have a different gene activation, so other genes can actually get activated, rewiring your brain. Yeah, and that's the hope. As long as it doesn't, my life has become so good. I always knew that I live a good life, but I was not able to like enjoy it. I even knew with my brain, um, yeah, exactly. Like it's not like antidepressants make me like, I don't know. Yeah. It's not like something that gives me free joy or whatever. It's not like I lay on the bed and I just like I'm in a heaven just because I took SSRI meant. I just feel like I'm capable of acting out my ambitions. You just keep the same brain till you die. That was my biggest fear, TNT. That was my biggest motivator to actually get better mentally because I was so afraid of like living another 40 years in these cycles of depression that are it's just by the time I hit 30 years, I was looking back at my life and the pattern was evident. Are you in a psychiatry, Lucas, or is Pursuit to Normal? So I take two drugs, SSRI and also a like a one third is like a small dose of Tritico, it's called. I read that it compensates the side effects of SSRI, such as like low libido and other things, and it basically like makes you function as a normal thing. That's also really cool. You feel addicted right now. I don't know, dude. Like, who are you fooling? Look at around yourself. Tell me what is one natural thing that is in your apartment or you are surrounded with the technology. Your grandma would probably think you're a zombie with your phone or at your computer. You're already like I don't know. Just think about what grandma would say about the food that we eat, the tech that we surround ourselves with. We are wrapping ourselves in plastic. The plastic is floating in our brains. Cuts are natural. What I'm saying is like, wake up. We made it this far because we're full of technology. Like, and I see it as a medication as one of the tech. If it's not the, if it's not the, if it's not psychiatric drugs, then think about like all the other medication that humanity has invented and where it has gotten us. Sell drugs to people. Maybe we shouldn't call them drugs. It's pharmacy. I don't know. Anyway, I just wish you good luck, good health, and everything. So, but anyway, I only have positive things to say so far. Pharmaceutical, yes. What was that? What was that? I was Did you just strike a pose? I saw myself in a mirror and I was like, not a mirror, but a camera. I was like, who's this? I'm so happy when you're happy. So why you want to take it away from me? It's unusual. It's so unusual to see like a normal Sandra, right? Anyway, I do get sad sometimes. I have like normal reactions to things. Um, it's not like I'm a zombie. So anyway, I, f- I feel right at home again. Yeah. No, oh wait, sorry. It feels like I'm doing better. I feel more myself without it being emotional. You take vitamin D. Nice. Yeah, vitamin D is a must. Thank you so much, Voodoo. Thank you. This Sandra was good too. I mean, I could still be like her. I am I'm not I'm not I'm not that different. I'm still like goofy and I like that the blood. Oh my gosh. Where is this song? Oh fuck, like where do I find that song? Thank you so much, my point. Yeah, guys, there have been like few streams that I just like ditched because my heart felt so broken. My heart was like getting crushed, and I would just cry. I would just start crying randomly. Hi, big boss. Okay, here is the music. By the way, what do you think about your cat, Wooter? Ooh, I know I didn't send you like maybe the best pictures. I want to take like a nicer picture in a daylight of all of them. I just put. Oh, they're gonna stop importing like Russian goods into Latvia, probably. I will not be able to use painting medium. Anyway, I just had to get through the drug talk. I need to wash my leg. I just got turpentine on it. So all right, Twitter, I'll wait, did I even say thank you? Vipod, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Knives and also Actaboot, thank you so much for subbing. Okay, I'll be right back. Just gonna wash my leg real quick. Yeah, regarding the frames, Wooter, I was just thinking because it's a graphite, when it comes to paintings, framing paintings, usually like not everything fits, but with a graphite, almost everything fits. Ugh. So it can be like lighter, smaller, darker. Yeah, practically like anything from like a mid gray to like black would look really good. Okay, I'm gonna try to start like TikTok stream. Why should TikTok stream? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, I need to configure it real quick. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, guys, if I miss your replies in the chat. It's really not easy to like multitask. Like streaming literally feels like trying to do 20 things at the same time. It feels like juggling. I at least like the type of streaming I do. It really feels like juggling. Yeah, the nails. Got new nails. The nail lady was telling me stressful story, so I think she painted one nail a little bit like the lines are jarred. She was like really like she was agitated. Is this like sharp enough? Um. Okay, hold on. I'm also gonna find the painting reference real quick. Yeah, it's still the same painting. Anybody remember this painting? TikTok video stop. On TikTok, I crop myself like this because I stopped trying. Like TikTok hates everything that I wear. So I just crop myself like this and then the TikTok doesn't care. Like it's mostly painting and then this. Um Oh my gosh, Phil, what is that for? My bang haze, Ko-Fi, not gonna lie. Oh shit. Oh god. I'm trying to find a picture of a Geralt, and for some reason it gives me like a guy with a big smile. Thank you. You want a song request? Go ahead and song request. Okay, which of the many pictures? This is crazy. I'm gonna do a trick that is supposed to work. I hope it works. I'm gonna do like a gray glaze on top of this to calm down like those yellows because they're a lot. And I'm gonna use the remaining yellows to balance things out. Is it a magic trick? Yeah, sort of. Also, hold on. Also, like this reference, it does look really good, but the shadows are like so bold. Can we pull up the shadows a bit? Where are the editing tools? Okay, there. So my painting is like this. Yeah, that starts to look like my painting. Okay. We're gonna let's keep it in between. This is the original. That's crazy. I must have referenced like some other photo because like this like this harshness kind of eats away like so much detail. Okay, where do we want to get it? Like stark shadows are gonna make this painting easier. But I don't want it to be like this. This is really harsh. Honestly, this feels good. Still like really dramatic. Okay, let's use this. Strange light. Video games, like it has like two sources of light. Like here, a warmer light from the front and a cold light over here. Was this tool? This is just Windows like photo editing. Leave this Geralt behind. You hate video game art, but I actually think it's really fun to paint this. This is portrait of someone in particular. This is paintings a collector wanted. The guy that commissioned me to do this, he has like my other paintings in a collection, so even if he doesn't want it, I can still sell it. So and brings me joy to paint. even if it's not like real art. So is okay. Oh fuck, what's going on? Okay, everything's good. Sorry. Not real art. Militia has like Militia wants to see me do the real art. What do you mean real art? Like real, like creative, with your own ideas, with your own vision. But this is still good. Oh, maybe I will find a way to make this look more me. Probably not. Okay, what are we calling this? We need like an epic title for TikTok, guys. Can you help me out? I think epic titles for TikTok work. I think they're searchable. I think maybe simulations are not real art. Painting hottest dude in the world. Which might do well. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like a likable painting for many. Oh, but that would be stealing somebody else's buffalo. Sorry. Oh god, this is so boring. Like chat and interview. Oh, there's an art category, but I'm scared to like stream an art category. Yeah, I think so, Laser Boy. I was looking at a chat and I didn't see. Can you repeat it, please? Yeah, I'm like sorry. My mind is like. Dono had no request. Yeah, Dono had no request. I was waiting for you to put in the chat like your request. Painting epic Witcher. Going now, symptom strong. Ooh, bipod. Fingers crossed for you. Okay, we're live on another platform. I'm sorry. Sorry for being happy like while you're suffering. Oh god, ads. 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 Why are there ads? Ad block stopped working. Okay, guys, we need to listen to Phil's song request real quick. Oh, it was a tiny desk. Okay. All right. Okay, let me just arrange things. It's like 5 seconds. I hope my chats sync up. Oh, guys, I'm so not used to my streaming setup. Everything feels clunky. I'm happy. You're happy. Yes. I hope you get happiness. It's amazing to see. After all that it's been, it's good. So good to be good. I have to say, like, you're the one who made me go and give another try. I don't want to put it on you, but like you had an influence on me when we met back then. Oh, this is a girl. Oh, she's so good. Okay, I'm gonna start off by finding a gray color, guys. It's so fucking quiet. That's the girl that you showed us last stream, right? Oh my god, I hate like it's either like too loud or too quiet. Can you please? Oh, tiny hider. If things get unbearably like loud, please let me know. Okay, so I'm gonna go with like a cold gray tone. Especially, oh, that sits so well. So this is called glazing when you're using transparent layers to like shift the tone. So for instance, like things are too warm, we're gonna have like, we have warm light and we have cool tones, cool shadows. So I'm gonna like blast purple and blue gray, and things are gonna start looking immediately better, probably, or maybe not. Okay. This singer is so abstract. Good night, my pod. Okay, we're going in with the blue black. Emily Autumn, that's completely different. Like, she's an interesting, like, that's the same artist, right? It's interesting to hear like a folk jazz singer. That's what she feels like. I don't know if it's correct to classify it like that. Like Emily Autumn was odd. She was, her musicality was questionable here. It's she's like a jazz graduate. Unconventional. I don't know. It sounds very much like jazz. Hey Strider. Oh, oh my gosh, that's like the best song ever. Booter. Okay, gonna put it on. How does my palette works? What do you mean? I just like mix colors. There you go. This is like a leftover purple from my last session. Just mix colors over here. Boom, 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 boom. I need to get a new palette, but um, cannot find it. They're so expensive. I don't want to buy a new palette. The shops that I visited either have round palettes that are way too expensive. I'm looking for a square palette of this size, of a decent price, but they're pricey. It's just a little bit of plyboard. Um, so it's just the chat. You're obsessed with a Witcher? Yeah, nice. It's really fun to paint portraits, honestly, and yeah, it's just I've been stuck like thinking about like new projects to do, but it's also really good to just tick off projects off my back burner. So like this palette, I was actually not gonna use it anymore. So it's solidified all the way till here, and a very last bit is not solidified. So this is fresh. I was retiring this palette. I like to keep palettes as a decoration, but the previous palette that I've been using, it was too small, so I got rid of it. And I thought that I'm gonna just go to store and buy myself new square palette, but as I said, like I can't find the one that I like, and that wouldn't be like too expensive for a piece of plywood, and I would be correct size and a correct materials. I'm very particular about my palette now. Now there's like this palette is perfect for my needs. Like, it needs to be like this. This is absolute. It doesn't need to be anything else. So yeah, what I started using this palette again, and just what I do, I keep oil paint in a freezer. Oil paint does not dry when it's in a freezer, so I can just like pull it out and get working. That's super freaking cool, guys. It saves me all of my paint because it's really annoying. It's so annoying to set up your palette every single day, but I just have to pull it out of my freezer. The only downside is that my fridge gets like paint stains, but those can be removed a little bit. Most of them can be removed. I don't know. Every apartment that I rented, I moved out of, I had the last two, I ruined their fridge box, like freezer boxes. But yeah, that's really, really, really convenient. I highly recommend anyone who oil paints do that. If you own car hair and you sing like your poop material, nobody sings like her. She has so much personality. There is nobody like her. Also, she's so strange. She's just like a full-on jazz singer. No. Yeah, she has like a jazz band. She's definitely like a jazz graduate. I don't know, just a wild guess. A folk singer would never be this complex. Like she's too expressive. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna restart my chat app because it's not merging my chats right now. Unexpected. Is it? DHX. Who are you, DHX? DTX? DCX? DTX? DTX? Hey, Teach. You call me teacher? Hello. Have you tried the new we don't have subway in my country. Or maybe we have one subway, but that's like super far away from the city where I live. We used to have like one subway 50 kilometers from the capital in town, Sigulda. I don't know if they still have it. Oh, they used to have subway, but it was so shit. Subway, like I had one sandwich in Subway. It was absolute garbage. Our grocery stores stale sandwiches are like 100 times better than Subway sandwich. I was listening to her songs on Spotify, Elizabeth. She's amazing. Oh, thank you, Alessa. Hello, Billy. What's up? I'm from Latvia. That's in Europe, Baltic states, right next to the Russia, under Sweden. So it's like the easternmost part of the Europe. You know, the place where sun never shines, and economy is bad, and ladies are pretty, and it's always like gloomy here. Everyone's depressed. Everyone's poor. That's where I'm from. Sounds like a great place, right? Nothing much. What's up with you? Yeah, the same old, same old, same old, all over the place kind of a thing. Witcher 3 is your favorite game? Nice. I never managed to finish it. It's so good. Like I love the first and the second one, and free roaming open world RPGs are like my favorite thing in the world. But like with The Witcher, there's just so much talking. My ADHD brain cannot handle it. Like I can play Witcher for like 30 minutes and then can she stop talking, please? Okay. But yeah, like I just zone out. Another thing that really like this is so weird. Maybe I'm out this, but like it really bugs me, guys. Witcher 3. I know it's like the perfect game, and it's supposed to be like the perfect game for me as well. I'm exactly the type of player that is supposed to like love the heck out of it. Um and it's almost like a shame that I cannot finish it. But you know, this is so random. Witcher 3 Have you guys ever noticed? Tell me if you have noticed this. The trees in the background in the landscape, they move like jelly and they move all the time and way too fast. And and I just cannot not see that. And it really like pulls me out of the game. Ooh, good luck, Philly. Good luck, Philly. Okay, I'm trying to grab JJ. Hey there. Putting on your song. Can't finish good games. Didn't finish Witcher 3. I realized that like of my favorite games are the games with like very minimalistic story or like not too much talking. Like I cannot do too much talking. Games that feel like a movie, I just it's a struggle for me. Other characters from Witcher, yeah, like Siri, like this was commission ordered like so many years ago. I think the commissioner he does not hope that I'm ever gonna finish this, but I want to surprise him. So he has Jennifer, and he has Siri. I think I've done those. So he wanted to add like a Witcher himself to the collection, but oh guys, I've been trying to like do better and like work on a commissioned artwork. I'm I've been uh, it's very difficult to finish some art for me. But yeah, I'm learning how to do it. In the past like 2 days, guys, I have finished 6 commissions. Well, one of them was like cat drawings. It was a series. But like 3 art pieces. I'm like in this. I want to get things done properly. Thank you so much for gifting sub to Billy. You got sucked into World of Warcraft years ago. Oh my gosh. You couldn't get into Witcher 3. You have to like love RPGs, I think. Otherwise, like there's too much going on. I don't know what you usually play with Yeah, I heard like the Blood and Wine. Basically, they say Witcher 3 is like the perfect RPG. That's amazing productivity. I'm shocked myself. Like I decided to like finish those commissions, but so when I decided to put an end to the cats, for instance, I was genuinely convinced it's gonna take me like 1 week to finish it off. And then the other artworks, like they were abandoned projects. Um like really delayed projects. I mean, I just didn't know how to like finish them. It's horrible. But yeah. And I was gonna work on those like other paintings for a week as well. I just took them to art studio and I was gonna look at them. I was gonna think about them, but I just like I went into the zone. It's crazy. I just looked at them. It's been years since I saw those artworks. I looked at them and I knew exactly what needs to be done. And I was like, bam, 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 and I just finished it. It took 4 hours of work, but they're done. They're done. Like 3 artworks. Bam. No, actually, 3 artworks and one massive artwork. A layer. A layer and a massive artwork. That's crazy. I'm actually like shocked. So yeah, I in the pile of abandoned projects, I found this Witcher artwork that was also commissioned, and I thought it would be really nice to actually work on this. You know, I abandoned these projects thinking that they were like, I felt like super stuck and I didn't know what to do next. And I thought that they were ugly and blah, 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 blah. But it's not so bad actually. I realized that looking at those artworks, they were the crazy thing, they were 98 or even 99% finished. They just needed like a confident touch. I needed to crank up like some few contrasts and like put a little bit of a brighter color, and it was like it's crazy that I stopped right at the end. It's insane to me. It's insane actually. Not bad at all, but It's all because, guys, I've been teaching art quite a lot in the last year. It's been a year, guys, since I've been very involved in my art studio. And I have taught myself so much about, because I, like in my art studio work, I constantly think about brush strokes that matter, you know, because I need to give students directions that matter, that will make an impact, right? So I've, anyway, with enough distance, I was able to like look at my abandoned work and I was like, oh, well, this just needs that and that, and then it's good. That's crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I also get genuinely stuck. I'm somebody who always like skipped sketching because I just and it's a huge flaw, to be honest. The biggest flaw of me as an artist is skipping, like not doing sketching at all, because what that does, it like it freezes me into complex. When I work, I hyper focus on a complex like nuance and I lose the big picture. Sketching teaches you to grab, to think about a big picture. So I have this hyper focus on the detail, and eventually I just get like so tired of like that detail, or like that I just don't want to see the artwork. I just hate it. I hate doing commissions, and it's just like it's a horrible feeling, all in all. And all you can see after when you submerge yourself into thinking about a nuance, it's all you can see at some point, and you start seeing all the other nuances that are not there yet. Anyway, it's just kind of like a crazy vicious circle. Sketching is a skill you need to practice and hone in order to be able to make a swift stroke that matters, like hoppa, hoppa. That's something I really need to practice, guys, and that's something I've been practicing in my teaching job, because I need to come to my students and be like hoppa, you know. I don't have like 5 hours to like paint a nostril in front of my teacher, student in front of my student. Anyway, hi, Camp Spectator. I genuinely seem more put together. It's because I got car hair vacuum. If you're talking about me, for the last year, more put together than the last year. That's because I'm mentally stable and I'm making my life better and 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 better. That's what mental stability does to you. Do you mean sketching with pencil, drawing, or sketching and painting? It does not matter. Sketching is like can be done in color, pencil, anything, but it's about like capturing fast gestures, doing something like bam, you know, giving yourself 5 minutes to make an artwork, to just capture something, you know, not overworking. So I always like, I'm a bit of a sellout. I don't want to spend time working on something I cannot sell. You can judge me for that, but I think it's I'm glad that I have that. Otherwise, like too many artists, they don't have like sell out mentality, so they never like learn how to sell their artwork or make money out of it. I think like selling artwork is, or doing a commission, I see it as a honor. Like somebody is ready to dedicate their wall space. Wow, like it amazes me. So this is why I've always been very lazy when it comes to sketching. Like I would do necessary sketching, but overall, like sketching as a skill set, it needs to be practiced for good like swift art sparks. All right, DHX. What was your username in on Twitch? these suit for what? For painting this? Am I just making it better or better without thinking much about it? No, you know what? Like the way my brain works, I always want to make things a little bit better. That's just how I'm. Like I'm never too content. I'm always like thinking, what else can I improve? So, but I also don't get like carried away. I really love my life right now, and I'm grateful for how it how it is. But I'm also like looking how else it could be better. If anything, um, when I feel like my life is in perfect like balance, um, which it never is. Like I have too many activities. It keeps things dynamic in my life. My life is never stale. Um, but yeah, like I just if I see an opportunity for improvement, I just go for it. I just think about it. Just think about it. That's all. Oh yeah, I was gonna say like, but I do feel like I've built life that I really like, and yeah, and then my goal is to maintain this, right? Because like in order, you know, in Alice, I think they said this. In order to stay still, you need to run really fast. You know, the world keeps changing, and it. You know, in my streaming career, one could say I have been like very stagnant. I have not been growing, but I have been stagnant in a place that I love. So that's not being stagnant. That's being at your right place. So anyway, everything needs maintenance. So my goal is also like to maintain as much as is possible. How do you ever use narrow script? Do you ever use narrow script brushes? Um, not really. I do have like some really thin paint brushes that are kind of like a hair, but I think I know what you're talking about. But no, I don't know. Imagine being content with being in the right place. But I always had this. I always saw my life as a project. Like I don't know. I just keep on building it. I look at my life as an artwork, you know? You're just happy to be chilling. Honestly, that's good. Boredom, chilling, all of that is a luxury, guys. Do you mostly focus on more tangible things to make your life better, or do you focus more on developing work in yourself? So I've worked in and out, like I've done so much like inner work. Like I said, almost like 2 years of weekly psychotherapy. So there's a lot of introspection, plus like my years of just being introspective and interested in psychology. You know, this is the paradox, and I 100% Zizek talked about this recently, and I 100% agree with this. I always say this: when you are actually healed, you stop ruminating about yourself. So you go to psychotherapy, psychoanalysis, blah 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 blah. You desperately try to learn about yourself and analyze yourself in order to finally break free of yourself. You know, so the time, the moment you're no longer obsessed with yourself, figuring out what's wrong, what's going on, that's when you're healed and you can finally just live and finally do the things that are bigger than just you alone, because until then you're always like any event in life that happens to you, you're analyzing like, how does that impact me, how does that influence my life, does this fit my life? But imagine you could just be free. So the paradox of the psychoanalysis and psychotherapy must lead you to this freedom of self, where you can finally say like, oh my god, like things no longer trigger you. You just kind of like, you just accept them and you just are. This is what I experienced because I was ruminating in my head a lot. Um, those who are on my stream for a long time, they know that you know, every stream is like psychoanalysis, like, and I was just like ruminating in my mental health, like, you know, I was philosophical about it, but it was still this rumination, really. Also, this song is mind blowing. So gorgeous. Anyway, so now I can actually see the world and experience the world. Savager, thank you so much. The self is a prison, guys. Funny as it is. You might enjoy Skyrim Booter. It's really good. Oh, I know. Ah, shit. Yeah. That's another thing. You worry less about it, about what others are gonna think about it. This is absolutely stunning, JJ. I'm in love with this song. It's so beautiful. Welcome, Savage Herb. Yeah, this is Geralt. Depends if the self is a bit psychoanalyzing, is a bit. Another thing that really stuck to me, like when one psychotherapist told me that healthy relationships shouldn't have like a lot of psychoanalysis and I was psychotherapy in it, and I was like, huh? Because I was dating psychotherapist actually, um, at the time, and I was, of course, I wanted to discuss all of my discoveries from therapy sessions with him, and then I was applying a lot of skills that I was learning in psychotherapy, and I was like so confused at a piece of information. But she's absolutely right. Like a healthy relationship doesn't have like a constant analysis. Constant analysis is neurosis. That's all it is. Hold on. I brought my flat napkins. Sorry. I bought them for my face, but I always imagine this is something every boy's bedroom has. I've, I just never had these tissues. Sorry. Do you guys have this by your computer screen? Sorry. Not my business. Wow. But yeah, I bought them for the face because I'm trying to like keep my skin free from acne. Just I heard a recommendation to not to stop using towels. That was absolutely gorgeous song. Thank you for showing it, JJ. That's an OBS virtual camera hooked up into TikTok Live app, but I think you can set up two cameras into TikTok Live app. My goal is to actually make everything just run through OBS, but like TikTok is difficult about it. Question tonight for my nose. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely do two cameras, Logan. Oh my gosh, I really want to follow you. I don't know how to follow you. Damn. Do you stream here on TikTok? But yeah, two cameras is a must. You need lots of tissues. Gosh. Come here. Wait. So exciting. Okay, you follow me. I'll see you in a followers list, so I'll find you and I'll follow you back. I'm kind of new to TikTok, so I'm still learning my ropes, you know? I've been like long time streamer on Twitch. But yeah, I really want to connect with the art community. Can you follow me too? Do you do content? I mean, I guess acrylic paint and some projection art. Projection art, that sounds so cool. Yes, I am using OBS plugin that allows me like a second. I can make vertical stuff. That's how I do it. Yeah, I make like a new scene that is all vertical. Thanks, Moonmonkey. Have I done Triss? Yennefer. I've done Yennefer, but not Triss. Wait, Triss is the blonde one? So the guy who commissioned me Witcher, he commissioned me to do Yennefer, and also he has a Siri drawing, or maybe even two. I'm not even sure. Maybe Triss would have been like his next commission if I wouldn't have abandoned this project for years. It's actually so embarrassing. Maybe I should paint Triss for him as a compensatory gift. This painting has been abandoned for more than 6 years, guys, I think. There's a blonde one, or was she red one? She was Triss. She was red one, right? Red one, of course. I think Yennefer is his true love, no? How does it go in the books? So many women in those games, I know. You need to become warriors again. Through the war, I don't know. Yennefer looks a bit wonky. The Yennefer that I painted. Yeah, like a in the end I think she looked okay, but looking at it now, I could improve her. Your romance, isn't she betrayed you? Pesh. Crazy. Hey, Shindika. Toxic for sure. That's a ride or die. You went your own way. That's a bomb. I know, like I never finished like the third one, but in the first and second one, I slept with every girl that I could. Like I did. It was especially the first game. You remember you collect those like really naughty cards. That was really exciting. That was really exciting. Hey, act wood. Yes. No, thanks a lot for stopping by. I must play the third. I know. I have tried like I have played 20 about like 20 hours into the first one. Like it's just so heavy on the story. My brain is like zoning out like big time. Especially I really my brain hates when there's like a conspiracies or like the thing is like I know that no matter how cool is the story of The Witcher, I just know that they are fictional characters and I just cannot care about them that much. My favorite games are where the story is like really brief or you even guess it through playing itself when it's not like told to you. But Like I know this is like the biggest strength of The Witcher, but to me it's like it makes the game unbearable. That's hilarious. Oh, TNT, I'm sorry. Yes, let me get it. Did I miss any more song requests? If I miss any more, need to be mentally ready for the game. And also the constantly wobbling trees in the background. Yeah, I asked this before, but guys, have you ever noticed that in Witcher 3, the trees in the background move so freaking fast? Like they really pull me out. They really trigger me. I like when I see those, they're like jelly beans. Like they're jelly and they're just like wobbling all the time. I can't do that. Like they're so annoying. I wish there was like no animation on the trees at all. Like it really they made the game so beautiful. I can't believe they made those trees like that. Mod to fix that. Yeah, if I play it again, like I really need it because the anytime there's like a dialogue going on, something's very serious. Like all I can see are those wobbling trees and how annoying they are. Oh, I hope they toned them down. Also, their physics were like super odd. It's like they didn't even move like trees. Like the whole thing was just wobbling. It wasn't even like good physics. I'll wobble better than that for sure. But yeah, I would also like to cut the dialogues like two times. I like my dialogues to the point. That's when a dialogue is like straight to the point and it's I like when people in the games and movies talk kind of like we talk in real life. Nobody talks in these like massive poems and paragraphs except for streamers. It does, Nigel. It is absolutely stunning. It sounds like a demo, right? It's probably some kind of demo. So beautiful. You know what's my favorite Fleetwood Mac song? I'll show after TNT's song request plays. It's very like sad and drowsy. It's the Chain demo version. I absolutely love it. It was my life's anthem. It's an anthem of abandonment issues. If song was abandonment issues, it would be that song. All right. The hardest thing in this painting is going to be painting mail. I think I need to come up with like a creative way to do it because it's very, 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 very detailed, and I'm just gonna lose my mind if I paint it. In painting, you can always like utilize like texture work, brush work, like to do like creative tricks, kind of like what Bob Ross did. He's just like swishing his brush back and forth, and voila, like suddenly you've got a mountain. What's some of the difference between fantastic factual fantasy in your opinion? Oy, you like the Albatross? I think I don't know that song. Gotta check it out. Oh, another thing by Fleetwood Mac, their live version of the Green Man Alishi with an extensive bass solo. I always like loved the heck out of it. Should have taken that as a sign to learn bass guitar and not actual guitar, but I was too dumb. A bit energetic today. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just I've been in such a good mood. I've had so much energy today during the day. I went dancing. I dropped some of my energy So I was really like hyper today. It's crazy. Maybe it's just the summertime. I just have okay. Thank you, W. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. This is so I have stupid ads going on. Where? What's happening? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Excuse me. It's just sometimes streaming, you're trying to do art and then you have like 100 things going on at the same time. Yeah, so happy. My ad block stopped working. Like, death to ads. Well, I think ads is our price for living in capitalism, no? Can we have capitalistic world but no ads? Hi, Michelle. Did you get the Odyssey ad? I have no idea what I got. Oh no. Who lost his mind? Give me some words for inspiration on your career goals. I can't do it. I cannot just tell you some words. I I immediately want to analyze your situation. You know what? I'll tell you what, like if you're not pursuing some goals, then they are not that crucial to you. Sometimes we think we want certain things, but it's not what we really want. So we can even sabotage our career opportunity. Maybe you don't want a better career. Maybe you want to break out of the corporate world. I don't know. You have to go and figure it out. Because I know one thing for sure, like if you really needed something, you would be going after it. And if you need it, then why are you giving in? Why are you giving in? Our brain is resistant, reluctant to start new adventures. It's just the way the mind works. I'm always like hesitant to start streams, but when I'm here, I love it. So I don't know. Our brains can be telling us like one thing. You have to know in your mind that it's something you need, and then just go for it, or don't. That you can also just like not do anything. Maybe it's not worth it. Oh, Peter Green lost his mind. Oh gosh. Oh no. I don't know, but Monkey, that's kind of like a big question, and I don't know if and it's also a bit like schizo. Fantastic factual fantasy. Yeah, it sounds like you're smoking, dude. If you could I'm down to entertain your question, but it has to be like it has to make half a sense, you know? I'm not even asking to make full sense. There's a just half a sense. Factual is pure reality. Oh my gosh. You couldn't be more wrong about that. Facts are not reality. Do not equal reality. I mean, I don't want to get dragged into this. I just know the problem with you, Vin Monkin, you are gonna be schizophrenic in the chat. If you were an actual philosopher, I would engage in this discussion. But I know you're gonna you're gonna go you're gonna go crazy on this topic. But yeah, one thing I'll tell you, don't be so sure that facts are reality. I'm not saying that there is not reality. I'm not crazy. Like there is a reality, But a question is, one question I'm going to ask you, like, how much of an access do you think you have to those facts, to the reality itself? Like, it is a false premise, and like good scientists know this, like that science does not deal with basically our capacity to observe, and we can about reality, we can only write down our observations about reality, okay? And that's a huge thing. You should understand that our observations, our capacities are limited. So that's all. Facts should be pure. Well, we have no access to this so-called pure reality. You are equaling what you're doing, you're equaling fact to reality, and then you're saying that it's pure. Art boy, thank you so much for rating. That's such a cute art streamer name. Thank you. Hi guys. I did that when I was 11 years old, laser boy. Had enough. Perennial philosophy? I don't think so. What is that about? Do you also have like anime waifu? Okay, I should stop talking about that. Thank you so much, a mechanic. I'm happy that like people are not afraid of it. I like it as well. Hey, art boy. Perspective on the worlds. Here's my favorite Fleetwood Mac song, guys. It's a demo of their most famous super hit, The Chain. It is I don't know what about it. I just no, I know okay, I feel every minuscule emotion of the song. This song like captures how I've felt all of my life. I tried to learn this on a guitar. I kind of did. I really wanted to like sing and play it. I think I know every little crack in her voice because this is my most listened song ever. Anytime I would get sad, I would put this on a repeat for a week. Is it easy to learn? Yeah, yeah, it's really easy. The challenge for me was singing it while playing. I couldn't figure it out. She goes like too high for me. But I think now I could maybe figure out where. Bone Thugs Harmony covered the song, the demo version in particular, the demo. It's not about a cutesy voice. The range that she uses is higher, is more than what I can do comfortably. A rendition of it? Oh my gosh, I want to hear that. You will never love me. I have sang this song a lot. It sounds promising on my voice, but I could not figure out like the. She goes very high in some parts, like here. I should give it a try, like find my own way. I mean, the guitar just plays. Oh yeah, these notes are too high for me. She just because of the range that she uses in a song, it has so much colors. But I can do it in my own way. Yeah, yeah, JJ. I've sang this song a lot, to be honest, but I haven't tried singing it like lately. I think I could do. Thing is, like, I don't feel the feelings that this is about. Thank you, Tamarin. Let's give him some angrimer. I think with every song, you have to find your way to perform it if you want to make it sound good. I like this song so much better than their radio version. The song that I actually wrote. They only kept the chorus. If you don't love me now, you will never love me again. Oh my god! Oh my god! Do you know another amazing Fleetwood Mac song that is the studio version is absolute garbage, but the live version is incredible. Oh my god! Hold on! Hold on! Hold on! Hold on! Do you know what I'm talking about? It's I like the rawness of this song. You know, it's so raw. Wait, wait. The Green Man Alicia I already talked about, but there was another. Oh my god, this one. It's called Go Insane. Hold on. This is absolute masterpiece, guys. And the studio version of this song sounds like absolute garbage. It's impossible to listen to. It has like some foolish, upbeat mood. This is like so dramatic, and the vocal performance here chills, guys. The previous song was a demo of um of the Chains. This is just live performance of Go Insane. But their studio version is like 80s. I heard it like once and I nearly puked. This ear, I think, needs to stick out a bit more. Let's go with it. The guitars are so nice and pronounced as well. Good music. Yeah, the previous one was just a drowsy, sad girl. Oi, sad girl tune. This one is an actual like this is drama. Oh no. This is Go Insane live in 1997. Respect the Wind. Oh my gosh. I wonder if Green Manalishi was from the same live. Was it? No, it wasn't. Am I missing something? TNT. Your song, Booter. Okay, Booter. Which was this? Oh, it was a YouTube. Okay. You don't like blues, do you, Elizabeth? He's really going insane. Hi, Summer. Yeah, he's really going beyond. It's such a good performance. Ella? You calling me Ellen? Oh, that must have been so cathartic to perform this. Wow. He lived that song. Oh, he lived. You know, some artists sing, but sometimes they live. This was lived performance. Holy heck. Okay, we need to listen to Wooder's song request, guys. If I'm missing something, please scream at me in the chat, please. Please. If it's emotionally, it's cathartic. Do you know what catharsis? The concept of catharsis. It is this feeling of like, of course, like you cannot do those kind of performances like on the regular because like it's just not possible. Catharsis is like the highest um highest experience that you can get from an artwork. Is like when you is kind of okay. It's like an orgasmic experience, but from art, almost like it just blows your mind. I don't know. It changes you. It should be the goal of all art, actually, to lead you to that experience. But also, like when you as an artist, this is why artists get so addicted. When you watch interviews of an artist, they will always talk like they're addicted. That's TikTok making me do puzzle. So yeah, yeah, a lot of artists they talk like addicts about like making artwork is because they're talking about that feeling that they're feeling. This is the feeling that you get to experience when you're also making art. This is why we are like so captivated by it. Like mixing colors is cathartic. It's like it becomes it is really addicting. It's like a natural high. It makes you feel completely alive. I don't know. It feels more than being alive. So dramatically before it is extremely dramatic. It's not it catharsis is not a chill experience. It is exactly this like blam. You're so obsessed with yourself. Not. It's crazy. Do I do commission jobs? Yes, I am. I'm trying to finish some of these old commissions. But yeah, you can send me an email if you want to get something done. We can talk about that. This is from Witcher, character from The Witcher. Да, порхает. Прикольно, да. The goal of the artist is save the soul of mankind. Yeah. But you know what? I do think that a lot of artists maybe are so addicted. I also feel like the art is incredibly like important, but also at times I swing back and I think like, is it really that important? Like it is, but like we artists are justifying so hard. Like we're let's be real. Art does not like will not solve the hunger, the world hunger. It will not solve global warming. So I don't know. I don't know, dude. Actually, yeah. Oh, awesome, Oscar. I'll get back to you. Good night, good night, good night, Buddha. 100 hours of studying in 2 weeks. That's insane. So you're still studying? I thought you were done with it. But yeah, we're just constantly trying to. I don't know. Maybe we artists are trying to prove our own importance. We're inflating the importance. I think everything is important and nothing is important at the same time. It kind of depends on the perspective. Who knows? But it is very addicting to do art, really, actually. No, I get it. It's for the work. You're learning the AI. So you're going through an extended learning. Like it's just taking you a while, Buddha. Human mind is very unsophisticated. We love anything that emphasizes feeling over intelligence. I wouldn't say that our minds are unsophisticated. Whose minds are sophisticated then? We are feeling creatures. Catharsis is the only passion to aim for if you're going to save the soul of mankind. I do like soul is a romantic concept, right? I'm a bit of I don't like to indulge in fantasies about magical creatures, souls, angels, demons. Like I'm a bit of materialist kind of. I don't know what I am, but I'm not a believer in magic, for sure. So soul is a concept out of that vocabulary. It's like an entity, magical entity. Um, but yeah, obviously, like I'm really biased, but I do think that artistic activity is like an evidence of, or maybe even like a side effect of our compassion and intelligence. Oh, you see, but honestly, like I'm not allowed to like talk about it because I'm an artist, so I will praise art. We need like philosophers from other fields to like describe why humans do creative things. I think it's a product of our symbolic thinking. I don't know why we do it, to be honest. It's not practical, it's like super weird. Yeah, I might not believe in a concept of the soul, but I do think every one of us have felt like this feeling of like bigger than yourself. It's hard to describe. Like the realization that you entered this world and you're kind of continuing the journey of your ancestors, and um and your legacy will also in some ways continue, even if you are a miserable, insignificant person. We all kind of like do some kind of impact in the humanity, and it kind of just lives on. So maybe like the feeling of the soul of like this bigger than me, more ancient than me, it all stems from that kind of realization, or that I almost I almost feel like our genes are sort of like speaking to us. I know this sounds like super weird, but it could be like the genetic memory like resurfacing. You know, we carry like remnants of like really old ancestors, like from thousands of years. Like we carry genetic codes and instincts from like very long ago. Things that will continue after us, and that were long before we were here. So yeah. Ну да, я верю, что каждый вообще на самом деле значим. Oh, hi, Carl Jung. I like the idea of psychology, the discipline of interiority. Interior, nice. Participate in soul's logical life, the symbols of logical movement. I like that idea. Was the shredding becoming too much? It was good, but it was making me hard to talk and focus. Ah. So, why was I talking about that soul concept? I think that art is like a way to, so that kind of like untangible fears, hopes, instincts of us being like more more than we are, or being a part of something bigger. I think artists maybe are always like trying to express that or capture that in their art as well. Like so that's why art is like soul domain. It is like this place where we are um putting down these things. Like it all kind of comes together. It's so hard to like talk about this stuff and make sense. It's not possible to make sense out of this. No, it's really good, Nigel. I want to listen to it in a different mood when I'm like more open to it. I think this painting medium is giving me headache. That's sad because I used to really like this painting medium. Guess I cannot use it anymore. It's so difficult, JJ. I understand. Like even using words is like really difficult, but yeah. Yeah, anyway, like art is a really interesting activity. And I tell you, like when you get into so-called zone as an artist, I think you are actually you're somewhere there in that realm where what I was describing. But maybe things are a lot more simple, you know. As I said, like I think maybe we're just constantly inflating the importance of the art. Maybe it is just it is not. Yeah, it's not. Like I'm constantly arguing myself. Why are you so obsessed with narcissism? Ему едят. Ну, пока что там нет особо глаз. Great sense of lighting. You think? Not yet. I'm looking at this painting. It really needs a lot of work. But you know what? I want to make the background a little bit cooler and darker. That's gonna have a big impact. Hold on, because it's like a very warm tone, but we could make it nicer, making it. I can't believe I made this painting such a warm color. Unable to take critique, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Art was akin to the divine in ancient times, participating in the divine, maybe the feeling of catharsis, participating in the divine. Listen, I'm trying to. Maybe you guys have ideas. Like, if we remove all the soul and fantasy talk, and try to describe, like, try to answer the question, why are we doing art? Like, why humans do art? It's impossible to answer this. How, in a non-romantic way, could it be described? I don't think we are there yet to understand our brains. I've had many speculations. So one of my speculations was, humans are tool inventing animals. Thank you so much, Lazy Boy. I'm queuing that up. We're tool inventing animals, and maybe an artist is somebody who is some sort of artist is a person to whom this tool inventing instinct becomes so pronounced, and without backed up practicality. They have all the instinct and none of the practicality, like none of the engineering, and plus restlessness. So it produces like this. So they produce like objects of beauty. But yeah. Oh, objects of beauty, though. Objects of beauty. This is too difficult. We're not gonna solve this. I want to argue with every thought that I'm having. Having a skill means that you're a craftsman, Andre. Art means something else. I think art is about capturing something, right? Art is about creating, like the ethereal. I'm getting like magical again. You're dominated by emotions. We all are. The greatest lesson in investigating human mind is that some of you guys, I know what you're gonna say. Like some of you who are arrogant and think that your logical mind is your safe haven. You will hate what I'm gonna say, but David Hume proved to us, and honestly, it just makes sense. Intellect does not come first; it's the emotions. If you break down your rationalization, I'm somebody who always rationalize. My intellect and rationalization has been my forefront and my pillar. But you have to realize that it's deceiving. It's a false sense of safety. And it actually makes you arrogant. Your intelligence works very hard. Your rationalization works really hard in order to rationalize emotions, like emotions all the way down. It starts and it ends with emotions and for emotions. So that's just human nature. I'm Nick. I'm streaming on Twitch. I've been streaming on Twitch for like 14 years. Share intentionality may be older than our species. Like created consciousness. It's tough to remove symbols, metaphors, personification. Yeah, well, my mic is so quiet. Should I make it louder? You're the first person to say today. Should I make my mic louder? Yo, this painting medium is making me dizzy. That's too bad. Like it's such a good painting medium. But I've been painting with liquid. Liquid is really good, guys. Makes your color really shiny. Your mic is fine. Sounds like a good time. Not so good. I've been using like better painting mediums, so now when I use like something that is not that great, I immediately like notice. You know what? Like Frank Zappa said, talking about art is like dancing about architecture, and he's so right. I've been watching like a lot of artist interviews, and I kind of find it, re- I find it peaceful. A lot of them are talking like utter autists, like not to say anything bad, but like they have like this very abstract sensing of the world, which an artist is supposed to have. Like that's where the art lives. Plus, like when you spend time like in this sort of like a weird place, when you're really painting with passion, you're almost like you're tripping. So it kind of like it's the other side from where orderly language lives. Fuck you. Note. You should stop watching hot girls on the internet and go work on your painting before you die. You still have time to paint your masterpiece. The world is in need. I'm sorry, like, I have beef with this person. Allergies. Are we all getting those? No, I don't know. I'm just into music, and Frank Zappa is. I love like prog music. Frank Zappa is iconic. I have not seen his interviews really, but he's a legend. Fair warning. Yeah. I wanna say this. If you are grown into amazing, wise artist, if you're so amazing and so experienced and so deep and so perfect, um, and so wise, you cannot call yourself wise with that level of arrogance. Like you are a complete. It's cringe. That's all I can say. It's not wisdom. Like when you're old and arrogant and talk down on everybody, you are not cool. You you're cringe, dude. That's all I can tell you. It's cringe. I used to respect like I used to seek out teachers that would talk down on you, but I've realized that's cringe, dude. You do not need to break down the people and trash them. That's not how they get better. You're an idiot. You're an old idiot if you think that's the only way. So why am I supposed to take your critique? Fuck you. I don't need your critique. And you can't even give a good critique. Besides, I tried talking to you. I spent time giving you giving you interesting pieces of information and sharing my thoughts, and you laughed at them. You wise old painter. Go paint your titties. Because that's all you can do. Go paint that deep brushwork of your titty girls. This painter paints like naked women. He learned how to paint in a technique of a Rembrandt. And he just keeps repeating the same shit all the time. He keeps saying, like, you have to paint like a Rembrandt. You have to paint like a Rembrandt. Like, I think Rembrandt is like the best painter ever, dude. But the art world is more than fucking Rembrandt. Also, you need to go deeper than titties. Just because you can put on texture on the brushwork doesn't mean that's enough. You're painting just fucking titties. It's lame. So go paint your fucking tits. Put your old ass to fucking use. I don't know. I'm so tired of you. Go fuck yourself. I am streaming, and my first job on streams is to stream, to talk to the chat. It's second to the painting. I don't need your negativity. You are not giving any criticism. You are just being an idiot. You're being negative. Fucking negativity. I'm so tired of you. You're arrogant, narcissistic freak. That's all you are. Go paint your Rembrandt titties. Get your fucking brush. Put it to use. You're old. You have no time to waste on TikTok. You know I'm speaking the truth. It makes you angry. Well, I'm speaking truth as well. Anyway, I'm just tired of you. I'm sick of you. I used to have friends, older men, that would talk down on me. I think it is compensation for lack of my fatherly figure. And I somehow like persisted. I don't know. There's part of me I think that wanted to maybe earn approval of those people, but I'm just so tired. There's nothing but an arrogance. When I'm gone, yes. Because this person just repeats the same thing over and over again. Being surrounded by men who treat you like goddess ruins you. Why do you want to bring me down? Also, you live in a fucking fantasy world. Like, who is treating me like a goddess? My chat talks down on me. It's just normal. Having a normal, respectful human interaction is not goddess treatment, you idiot. You old fucking freak. You old fucking freak. That's just being human. I'm so sick of you. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just so sick of you. I'm so fucking sick of you. We gather on our live streams to have a good time, not to bring each other down. Like, what's the point of that, dude? Go paint your Rembrandt titties. Make the Rembrandt. If you mastered Rembrandt technique, why have you learned nothing about the depth of the psychology from the Rembrandt painting? Why are all of your fucking paintings hookers and titties? Tell me. Anyway, I'm just so done. I know, Crest, you guys are completely right. And I'm just so, this is why, like, this person triggers me because we've been kind of like friends on internet for a really long time. This is the only reason why I even engaged. Like, and I think there's something about that past me wanting to be friends with older men and trying to get their approval as if like trying to compensate for their men. This dude treats me like a stupid young idiot girl. Excuse me, I am okay, I'm only gonna tell this once. I'm gonna be 34 years old. I am old as fuck. I'm grown ass woman. So fuck off. I hate men that treat women as if they're stupid and inferior. Yes, it is. Laser boy. I am I have not been born yesterday. I know my life. So don't tell me like this guy is trying to like tell that I live like a shallow, stupid life, and you guys are all like praising me for no reason. Like screw that. So I said, oh, it's just fuck this. I just want all of that gone. I block this person everywhere. I don't, you know, he comes to my life and he tells like, oh, you live, I don't, you're such a shallow, stupid narcissist. And then he talks up as if he knows my life, even. Can't stop calling me narcissist. Yeah, I told him that you sound like a narcissist, and he tells me that no, you are a narcissist. It's not criticism when you are in one sentence insulting me, diminishing my life, diminishing my work, diminishing my achievement. You are misogynist, arrogant, TT, painter. So fuck you. I'm done. I have no more words to say. Anyway. Because he's the only one that can tell me the truth that my life sucks and that I am shallow narcissist that can't take the criticism. And the only criticism he ever gives, you have to go deep. He keeps telling me this. Oh, you gotta be so shallow. You're so shallow. You just have to go deep. You have to go so deep. And I asked him like, so yeah, so what's deep? Like, you have to go deep. You have to go deep with a paintbrush into your butthole. That's the only. Not maybe then you will find some peace. I am so agitated. I don't know why this guy gets to me. He says he gets to me because he's speaking truth. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. I think that's a case of like serious narcissism where they just can't see no wrong. And they just think that their criticism is God sent. And their only criticism is you have to go deep. Wow. You don't know the Rembrandt? Whoa, Rembrandt is like the world's greatest painter. I think Rembrandt is like he's the greatest Dutch painter. He's genius. I think he's more important than Leonardo da Vinci. He's like the painting would not be where it is without Rembrandt. I just oh my god, I'm shaking actually now. It was kind of hard for me to ban this person because there was a part of me that wanted to prove to him. I showed him, I talked about like art of the Russians. I thought that he could get a lot of inspiration because Rembrandt, like being so fixated on a Rembrandt is like, I get it, but like there is more to art than just like one thing. I try to like show and talk about Russians that kind of like in spirit are very close to Rembrandt. But like, anyway, I always just get laughed at. It's so fucking annoying. Why do I even bother? So nowadays I just get angry. And imagine working off some adrenaline. Imagine being so arrogant, guys, that you think that your wisdom is God sent and is gonna save the people, that you gonna bestow your wisdom, your deep wisdom. Wow, that's like, holy fuck. Imagine being like so full of yourself that you think your words are so important. I don't know, Young. This is expression. When I finally blocked this person, to me it was a realization like, why do I let this happen to me? This is literally like a remnant of like old psychological trauma. I had another man that was like kind of kind of an influential figure in my life. I kept meeting him every now and then. I think he's also like a severe case of narcissism. I don't know what that is, but like bad vibes. But I was very vulnerable. So I would meet this person every couple of years when my life has changed quite a bit. And this person would somehow like ask how I'm doing. And the next thing he does is like criticizes all of my life. And somehow he has such an influence on me. Like, I'll tell you guys, this one year I meet him, I had like really long hair. He invites me for pasta. He made me cry because he made some kind of scene where he was like screaming at me. He thought he was doing like personality coaching. He's a modeling scout agent, and it was a style to be rough. Like it's believed that if you break the character, you test the character, you make like truly strong people. That's so fucked. Now I know that it's so fucked. I hate those kind of people. But at that point, I thought that that's how it's supposed to be. That this man will enlighten me. I think I was just he was like misplaced dad figure for me. But anyway, I had like long hair. I go to pasta. He makes me cry because he was doing some weird speech and he started like screaming. I started crying and sobbing out of like the sheer negative energy. Like he was screaming top of his lungs, like, and I was just like, what, clueless 20-year-old. I was quite young. So the next thing, he criticized my hair. My hair was like long and beautiful. And the next thing I do, next day, I go cut myself hair like this and paint it brown, just because, he said it would look better. Ugh, so insane. And like, so what's crazy is like 2 years ago when we were renovating art studio, 2.5 years ago, I met this guy again with Sophia, with my best friend. And my friend does not know anything about this dude. And this guy, it was in a hardware store. He tried to catch up with me. He was like, "Oh, hi, hey, how's it going?" This guy would also always criticize how I look because he's a model agent. He always would like trash my fashion choices. He would always like criticize how I look. Like he would always put me down into the mud. And so we meet in a hardware store. I was always terrified of stumbling upon him because I know that he would see me if I'm not like perfect. He would like one his look like would tear me down already. Um, but yeah, I met this guy 2.5 years ago in a hardware store when we were buying supplies with my friend Sophia. And my friend Sophia, she immediately felt bad vibes. She was like, "Sandra, can we please go?" And I was catching up with this dude. Anyways, I think me getting really angry. Femi, thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome back. Hey, Helix. No, that's cool. But anyway, so me um getting really angry at those dudes is almost like a sign for me to finally break off from, that thing. Because they were almost like a terrifying fatherly figure that I'm never gonna be good enough for. It's like toxic construct. The heck? Those people are narcissistic psychopaths, for real. Like, I know tell that about everyone who we don't like, but I don't know who else does this shit. I was convinced that somehow breaking down a person is a way of growth. That's so cringe, guys. Now I see teachers that are putting down their students as projecting. There is no wisdom in that. There is no wisdom. Even if you know, like, oh, you're a bad teacher. A wise, good teacher will be, yeah, you see the shortcomings, but you can be encouraging as well. So, but also, anyone. Also, like this guy with the texture is like this guy who's obsessed with Rembrandt style titties. He is closed off to an entire development of the art. He is completely dismissive. Like he only sees texture. I mean, it's normal for an old painter to be stuck in their ways. But like, imagine going and preaching that. I'm a lot more open minded. Before I went to art academy, I was very much um fixated on the classics. I thought only classics is decent art, but that is like such a small world, and that's past the future, and like there's so much to the art, and like being just fixated on like one aspect of the painting is lame. It's super lame. So anyway, the thing is he's not trolling. He is saving us from, because all of you guys are yes boys and are treating me like a queen. So he's the only one saving it. Anyway, I'm done with this stuff. Yeah, I still have more depth than texture. Seeing layers take shape is what's beautiful. I mean, I get it, like texture, depth, layers, but this is art, guys. Calm the fuck down. It's only fucking painting. And there are so many ways to do it. I also knew professional ball dance of trade with Russians. Yeah, it's in Soviet times, it's like a very Russian thing to be super mean and break characters. They somehow thought that it's like the way to go. This is oil paint. Hi, Emran. Anyway, I don't know. I'm really happy that like the world, we did not evolve um into snowflakes. We evolved into society that no longer wants, that recognizes and doesn't want to be okay with the abuse. We don't want to be, I don't know, we don't want to be, we just don't want that. Like, why can't you why can't you share your experience and expertise in I'm not even saying in you're not supposed to like say everything through roses, but like in a respectful manner. Anyway, but ah, Richard looks good. I'll become my wife. Nah, sorry. Good banner say. That's fine. We have to have all of that. I'm still in a good mood. Honestly, this is me protecting myself, like getting angry. It's a little bit exaggerated, of course, but I'm a passionate person, so I don't know. I think sometimes people only hear because I tried talking nice to this person. Does not work. Actually, like talking to this person feels like talking to the freaking wall. I tell you. Like at best, anything you're ever gonna say is gonna be turned into like a mock. Is gonna be mocking. Is just gonna be turned into mocking. So anyway, I'm just so done with these arrogant dudes. They're misogynistic. They're stuck in their ways. Like screw them. These guys are. I don't know. Maybe this used to be a normal person. Maybe the age is getting to him, but this is fucked. I no longer want abuse in my circles. Circles. Circle. Yeah, that's the crazy like because it was like a I don't know. Let's listen to nice song, guys, and forget about everything. This is a beautiful love song. They gotta go. You know what I heard from my sister? We often like discuss narcissists because they're very traumatic experience. Like other people do not traumatize us like narcissists do. But yeah, my sister says I don't know if this is true. She's also invested in a narcissist team. She says that narcissists cannot feel feelings like the way the normal people do. Like they cannot feel genuine joy. They cannot be like relaxed and in their feelings. And this is ultimately why they're unhappy and so um, jealous when other people are, I don't know. Like we're literally having a great time and this guy comes over and says like, you gotta pain deep. You know what I told him before I blocked him? I told him because he couldn't stop saying deep, 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 deep. I told him that he should take paintbrush and stick it up his butt for real deep experience. I just couldn't. I really want to move on from this topic. I know a guy who eats cereal without a milk. I think he's psychopathic. It's kind of like eating chips. Try it. Have you tried like instant noodles without without making them? In Russia, like in my childhood, like we were kind of poor and sometimes you just crush the instant noodles in a package and it's just so good. Aw, like I would have loved that. It's true. I was in a decade-long relationship and abuse noticed to get to ruin everything I love. Yeah, that's it's just miserable. My singing teacher is the first is uh, is my first coach who is she is um she's even how would she's a fatalistically optimistic person and she's hardwired to see the best in you and try to kind of bring it out. So she's extremely like supportive. Anytime I've had like I don't know, creative crisis, I've been wanting to give up um singing, trying to learn how to sing because I felt like there was no progress. She would always like talk things through like and but she's also honest if you ask her, so she's not completely like blindfolded. She's consciously sort of positive. It's kind of a choice and I've discussed like a lot this kind of approach with her and like this person actually has been teaching me a lot about um like I've been going to this teacher for many years now actually and I think I have really been inspired by her attitude of seeing the best. Like she's so atypical to like a typical Latvian person is negatively they have negative mindset. You tell them an inspiring idea, they will bring you down. So not this person, not this singing coach. She's she always gets like enthusiastic and very supportive. And she believes that it's better to like encourage and try than to chip the wings. Honestly, like I like her way so much more. Oh my god. Who told us that we need to break people? Oh my god. I do this. This is like the most important thing for me in my classes in the art studio. I have people, I find out what they love, what they like, or if they don't know, I try to like inquire and I try to like double down on that thing. Who's Latvian? I'm Latvian and she's Latvian. So, and I genuinely, my eye, and it's kind of like an instinct. I'm not trying, like my eye naturally sees the positive thing. Like even like a young student, like I don't know, a kid that's painting for the first time, they will always like display something good about their work. You know, something's gonna be clumsy, something they will not know how to do, blah 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 blah. But there's always something positive. So my brain is like hardwired to see that. Like, and I find it so beautiful. So imagine being a coach that highlights talks about like the good things because there's always something good going on, and then you know just helps to find solutions for the things that aren't working instead of breaking you down. Imagine, wow, you could actually be a decent supportive human being and you don't have to be breaking everybody's spirit. Jā, es dzīvoju Rīgā, Latvijā. Es vienkārši ļoti sen internetā esmu tiešsaistē. Yes, Actaboot, of course. Like we teach, we learn life from all the people that we're surrounded with. I remember when I was doing like pole dancing, when I was teaching pole dancing to my friends, and I genuinely like praise them for the things that went good. Because why not? Like I don't, I don't know. I'm a generous person, and it does not takes away from me to compliment somebody. Like it I will not become less if I say a good word to someone. It's like these people are afraid you're gonna get like full of yourself and compete with them. I don't know what's the thinking there. Yeah, kindness is free. And it makes everybody feel nicer. Like, wow. Oh yeah, I was doing the pole dancing classes and I remember this one friend, she's also like fucked. She's no longer a friend, but like I remember she was talking behind my back. She was criticizing that I'm praising too much. I heard her talk about. She's like, "Well, thank you so much, JJ." She was yeah, she was scolding me for praising everybody. But it's not like I just say to everybody like, "Yo, good job, good job, good job." I kind of like I see a genuine effort and I like a genuine thing that's good and like why not point it out? Like people are trying, putting in effort. Even if anyway, you guys, some of you guys are so miserable. If you need to bring down, oh my gosh. It I actually feel it feels so good um to make other people feel nice. It's a wrong song. Oh no. Wait. Let me look it up. This is my favorite song, so probably it automatically queued it up. Beauty Proof. It takes genuinely strong person to be kind. People will see it as a weakness. I don't know. My sister, for instance, is a lot more anxious. I'm gonna try to find it. So sometimes she sees how open I am to like new people, how like, and she's kind of like warning me, and I have been in a sticky situations for being like too open and too accepting of anybody, but I choose to not close off. So if I had a bad experience in the past, i'm gonna I'm gonna take the nicest part of my character, the one that's capable of giving like kind word to other. I don't know, just kindness. I'm gonna close that off because of one jerk in the past, and I'm gonna live less of a life. Like that's so sad. So I choose to be wise about it as much as I can, but still to stay kind and open, but be wise. Like listen to the signs, like and walk away. But be kind and open anyway. People are so shocked. Um, it's sad, really. Like the people here are very cold. I'm very unusual for the locals. I went with this taxi driver that was just positive and talkative, and he told me that he's getting so many reports on a daily basis from the passengers labeling him drunk, even though he's a straight edge and haven't had anything to drink. Like this is how our people work. Like if you smile, if you're positive, you have energy in you, you're either insane or on drugs. That's the environment we live in. So, but anyway, so I refuse to succumb to this garbage. Anyway, what about women who choose bad partners over and over again? Yeah, they're stuck in a cycle. I think the quality of your relationships is directly correlated to wellness of your mental health. You are in the relationships, you are rehearsing scenarios over and over again. You can also be genuinely unlucky. Also, so-called bad relationships are fun. Healthy relationships are really boring. Um, so a person that is addicted to anxiety can produce addicting thrill. So you can get chemically addicted. It took me um, getting well mentally in order to, like, I actually look forward a calm relationship because I realized that life has so many interesting things to do. There are so many projects, paintings to do. I don't. I want my home to be safe and calm and reliable. It does not need to be a source of roller coaster. So, but yeah, like in the past, um, I always looked at the. This is clearly what I always did. As soon as the relationship would get stale and normal and safe, I would actually I would have crazy levels of anxiety. My anxiety would go up because something's off. And in a toxic relationships, it's super addicting. It's actually not a joke. It's really like getting addicted to the junk. You usually go through cycles of really intense romancing. Like the feelings are really high. Like it's a feeling of Romeo Juliet in love, very very passionate, high stakes, and then the crashes. But then the good moments feel 100 times better. But it's all I'm at a place now that I'm healthy mentally, more or less. Um, did JJ have a song? I think we listened to the JJ's. Oh wait, here's the song. Here it is. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Here it is. I really like this band actually. Yes, you can try, Casper. Send me a message on the email. Anyway, so now I think I moved every 2 or 3 years because as soon as things would get like too stagnant, I would have this anxiety, like something is not right. But now I'm looking forward to actually building my life instead of starting over. I don't know. I don't pay attention. Some of our all my friends are in good relationships, more or less. You know that you can always call it if you feel the urge to beat up some Marios. I am not violent like that. You know, I'm saying I'm healed compared to how I was. Like I'm telling you, like this was one of the motivators to get better. Because I looked at my life and I it's constantly disrupted because uh, because of inability to tolerate routine. Really, that's very real. Guilty charge, but only after I've told the other person and they communicated they want to play fight. Nah, I don't know. I think once we go through that kind of experience, for me, where it's kind of too painful. I don't know. You learn so much about yourself, but I don't know. But I think it's a case for therapy. Like, but you could also be genuinely unlucky. Like, guys, like some guys are really sweet, and then they also. I think we've all been blind to signs. My ex, like previous, I on the paper he was like everything I ever wanted, but there were little things that made me feel off, and I thought that they were issues with me, but honestly, like they were. My body was like reading off signs, like little dismissive. Like it's just it's all the little things, dude. It's all in the little things, and then you can have like a douchebag that does not resemble your dream man at all, like what you've been painting to yourself. But it feels so right because he looks you in the eye. He treats you like a human and not a thing. Anyway, so it's all the little things. And our bodies just know them. We read so much information of the person. But yeah, like I wish I paid attention. Like my ex, for instance, we would be out and suddenly he walked in front of me as if I'm not even here, like lost in his thought. And it's so weird. Like, and I would feel something weird about me, but it's like such a small thing, but all of it together, the little look, the little gesture, all of it. Like one look at a person's photo, you can instantly tell a lot. You can guess a lot. Maybe not everything is right, but you can still guess a lot. Well, that's good. At least you're direct. Mike, thank you so much for the heart. This band is so cool. I want to hear more. Yeah, honestly, like if you I'll tell you one thing, guys. If you have to learn one thing, what is psychological compatibility? Psychological compatibility is when you can be next to a person, you can say the first thing that springs into your mind, and they will not shrug or scold you. So this creates a relaxed. You feel relaxed next to these kind of people, and you feel that that's your tribe because you will instantly feel when you say a first thing on your mind, you will feel like a little, huh? Even if they don't understand the heck you're talking about, they will, it will still feel comfortable. Like people that are not for you or not good for you, you feel tension. Your psychological defenses are up, and this is why you feel exhausted after interacting with them. You're in a constant defense state. I bet you don't remember me. I don't remember you. Did you had a different name? The VR charge? Oh no. VR charge is like my dirty secret. You met someone like that who was good for me, Ivari? Who was good? Dude, hate my parents. Every word comes out of my mouth. They have to give me 10 comments on. Oh my god, parents is a different breed. Right when it happens? Yeah. But like this should be like the measure of psychological compatibility. And then you have people who you're on some you're communicating, and then there's suddenly like a it's- anyway, relationships are hard, and you should surround yourself with people with whom you can flow, and you don't have to pretend, oh my gosh, you are already not really yourself. Like, authenticity is hard, and like if you also have to pull off a performance on top of that, that's just so exhausting. Yeah, like real is philosophical conversation you probably don't want to have. If you describe it, I can try. Just snore it. I can give you an interpretation. You smile light up my day. Okay, great. I made almost no progress on the painting, as always. Yay. So great. Streaming is so distracting, guys. I was able to like finish. I was able to put one big layer on massive painting and finish 3 paintings yesterday without the stream. And today, I mean, I did put down a few brush strokes, but not that much. But it's okay. That's streaming. You know, I think I'm gonna work on the paintings, and because I think I feel comfortable working without the stream now suddenly. I will schedule like sessions to finish some of these works without the stream, because sometimes like I was painting those cat paintings the previous streams, and like my attention is like so divided. After the stream, I look at those paintings and I'm like, damn, like that eye is a little bit like wonky. Damn, like this part, like it's just like inattentiveness. Thank you so much. Nice to see you as well. Чувствуешь свободу за этим делом, за картинами? Oh, anyway, sorry guys if I was too much narcissistic. No, it's just over. Yeah. It's just crazy. And that's the scary thing, guys. This is why internal work is important, because if you don't do it, you will encounter jerks, and if you have not learned how to like love yourself, you'll accept the treatment of the jerks. Crazy. I tell you what, like the narcissistic types, they always seek out vulnerable partners. They will most likely despise like very established feministic like women, or like anybody who can speak up, raise their voice, stand their ground. They will never, you will never see them with a person like that. It will always be somebody who's like who has like who has like puppy eyes and is looks like they're lost in the woods. Really. Ah, will I this side of you? Ah. I've been such a good girl for so long that I sometimes get angry as well. Honestly, yeah, some of our like it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I wish that to everyone, guys. Just say fuck off to the people that are just bad vibes. Your life is short. You are precious. You're beautiful. You're talented. You have so much in you. Please don't waste that on jerks that are only there to bring you down. They're bringing you down to raise themselves up, and that's the lowest life form in the pond. That's literally like the lowest life form. I miss it, Missouri the Hailstorm. That sounds like a sentence, D&T. I need to get used to seeing those. I'm gonna listen to your song and then I need to go to sleep because and this one as well. I will need to go to sleep, guys, unfortunately. You paint it out? I'm still painting it. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, JJ, they might be going through a phase, you know? If they could have helped themselves, maybe they wouldn't be jerks. Like if they could be anything else. But we don't have to waste our precious life. This is the worst thing um empathetic people do. They will waste their life, their hours, psychoanalyzing jerks like, oh, but they had a really rough childhood. Whoa, this is why they lashed out on me. Yeah, do you think they're spending time to psychoanalyze you? I don't know. It's just it's so, I'm so mad as well at myself for wasting years, for kind of really wasting years, but things couldn't have been any other way, I guess. That's called Stockholm syndrome when you're psychoanalyzing your rude people. Wasted 9 years. Oh, narcissism is a perverted remedy for insecurity, so they prey on the insecure. Wow, that's it's very well put. It's very well put, Jering. Also, good to see you. Yeah, Nigel. Poetic feeling? Poetic feeling. You meant to say poetic feeling. Francesco Hayes. I'm not sure. How have I been? Um, good. I've been agitated today, but things are really good, Jering. I don't know. I'm happy. I'm living a good life. Really happy about the art studio thing that I'm slowly building. I miss streaming more often. I've been super mega flaky with the streams. But I keep hoping that that's gonna stabilize. But yeah, I have but yeah, I don't know. Like I'm just in a really good place right now. How are you doing? Tell me something about you. Your intolerance of the routine. No, honestly, like I just have I want to do everything all at the same time. I run out of energy. I get like addicted to a project. And yeah. Like I constantly have something coming up and yeah, I don't know, it's just life. Life is lifing. What a silly. It sounds like you have to put yourself first. Ah, I've been allowing myself to go a little bit like easy. It's just a combination of like juggling new responsibilities in art studio and like the just kind of a combination. But yeah, I don't think I'm quitting streaming anytime soon. I just like it too much. I'm really glad that I have built out my life into like more tangible realm. Sometimes I imagine what if I never stream again? But then anytime I come here, I'm just like, I'm generally just like excited. Okay, this sounds like a sweet talk, but I know that I will be fine, even if I don't know, even if my stream like breaks down and I fall to the bottom and like two people watch my stream, I know that I'm gonna be fine. Anyway, I used to feel like so anxious, like because the streaming was the only thing that I have in my life. So anytime I was like hyper aware if I didn't have a good stream, if I didn't earn enough money, and like blah 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 blah. It was like such an intense. It was a weird source of passion because it's something I really love, and but also like crazy insecurity. So now I feel a lot more grounded in real life. To be honest, I can see myself. I see where I belong in a real life too. But I also love this place, which is so, which honestly is so cool. This was a song request, JJ. Just running up that hill. Which one? Are you still in Las Vegas? If you ever make music, I would love to hear more about it. At the end of the day, whatever the fuck I'm going through, I'm still doing fine. I mean, you are going through a hard time, Lisa Boy, so give yourself grace. This song gotta be good. I will inhale it. Let's check it out. I like the other things you shared from this artist are incredible. I tried listening to her on my own, but I didn't immediately find tracks as good. You know what I've learned following your dreams and your creative ventures, guys? This is what I've learned is that you have to persist because inspiration comes and goes. Sometimes you're on top of your game, sometimes you're at the bottom, but it's kind of like the path of the creatives. And this is, I think a lot of people will quit it and will never pursue it. They will encounter crisis and they will not emerge on the other side. But I think that the trick is to keep going no matter what, because you go through times of drought, but you have to go right through them. It's kind of part of the game. And it's so rewarding to like, it's kind of like going through, it feels like going through the season, but I feel like a lot of people will quit. But yeah, no, it's abstract. How do you say the band name? Yeah, this is not a son O, just O, parenthesis O. Can you quickly tell me what's been going on in the last 10 years? Well, in the last 10 years, I I've been doing the same thing. What's new in the last 10 years? Bought an apartment, opened up an art studio in Riga. I started dancing. Like dancing is my sport and also I'm very passionate about it. Career-wise, just still streaming, standing still. Nothing has happened, honestly. I've been stationary, but I've just been exactly in a place I want to be. So I would love to stay stationary here forever in this spot. What else? Lots of psychotherapy, getting out of depression, learning how to live without depression. What else has happened? I got a cat. Her name is Cherry. She's amazing. I studied philosophy, but I was not able to like do the writing necessary for the courses because I think I have ADHD. I'm still not 100% sure. What else? I've been painting what feels like for 10 years. I don't know what else. What else is new? Those are the main things. My mom died. Sorry. What other major events? I got into art academy, studied there for a year, and got out. That's it. Can't think of anything else. But I'm currently at a I'm living like my best life right now. It's better than ever. I finally learned how to live. So I'm unusually happy. So doing the same commission. I know like this I started this like a really long time ago. А почему грустно? Я все еще танцую. 10 minutes ago, that's crazy, Red Stain. Yeah, that's him. That's him, of course. I think I need to paint in the sword so that it can be him. Wait. What's new with you, DS Active? Also, what is your? Am I supposed to know you because I don't recognize you by that username? Are you somebody I know? I think I also learned how to have friends, which is crazy to me. I used to be I had like no people skills. That's crazy. Wow. I'm happy to say like I actually have some friends. Wow. Life really is kind of like it's kind of like a game. You can level up so many skills. It's super fun, guys. You can be so many things actually. Wow. If only you're not being held down by jerks that are bringing you down. Leveling up charisma stat. What are you guys leveling up the most in your life right now? Are you leveling up anything? There's no end. Yeah. Oh, this is such a pretty song. I'm just gonna finish with the background and I'll sign off. You're leveling up strength. Cool. Sedentarism? Is that like sitting too much in the chair? What's that? My name is Mitri. You used to know me. We have been in touch. Yeah, we haven't been in touch. I know so many Dmitris. It's like the most common Russian name. Yeah. Well, what's new in your life? Also, I got recently I got driver's license, so that's huge for me. I still don't have car though. And also the most important thing, I bought CarShare SV7 today off Marketplace. That's like the most important thing that happened in the last 10 years. No. SV7, I bought it for an art studio, but I want to test it out on everything tomorrow. I'm bringing it to art studio on Saturday, but like tomorrow I want to go through the couch, windows. What is that? Car Hair SV7 is a steam vacuum cleaner that has like different nozzles that allow you to clean the window, get rid of grease. You basically like go over the floor and it vacuums and and it like steams and sucks up the dirty water immediately. So it's kind of like it replaces like washing, and it even disinfects, kills like the steaming can kill like some bacteria. It's capable of like cleaning like really stubborn dirt. I got it for the art studio. I've been on a hunt for it for months. I'm so happy about it. Like, I was just generally so happy about it. Yeah, being not active. Okay, I'm loving like living my life that I wanted instead of lying to my family. The people close to me wanted me. That's amazing to hear, Femi. Keep doing that. How many of them took you to the Riga Zoo? Oh my god, I have been to Riga Zoo many times. Oh my god, I'm okay. So we went on a date to Riga Zoo. This is so bad. I don't remember you. Last time I was in Riga Zoo, it was a guy from Tinder. I don't actually remember his name. You're not him. He was Latvian and he worked in ambulance. And we had like existential philosophical conversations. Damn, can you give me more clues? I wanna figure out who you are. No, I'm sorry. Are you sure that was me? You know what? If I would see your face, I'd probably remember. I'm thinking about the one Dmitri. Like, God, you guys all are Dmitris and Thank you for another beautiful song, Val. Outro song, let's go. I'm gonna try to listen to an album. This singer is incredible. Power of Hits. Oh, you went an entire album? Oh, that's just one song. Hope you will achieve something significant tomorrow. Nice wish for everybody. Hello, monkey. Oh, wait. Okay, we need some color in the background. Wow, I really don't remember. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, my memory. I have met so many people over the years. But I'm sure if I saw your face, I would have remembered you. I'm very much like I have very much a visual memory. I never forget a face. I think. Thank you, Tanker. That's narcissism affecting memory. You're calling me narcissistic? Some of our I don't get it. I'm this is exhausting. I mean, obviously like streamers have more pronounced narcissistic traits probably, but yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I am a narcissist. You know, maybe I used to be a covert narcissism, but like I wouldn't label myself a narcissist. self-centered, a bit more than a usual person, a lot than a normal person, but not like my memory has always been poor. Like I remember ideas, but I never remember details. I had a horrible time in history classes. I don't bring people around me down all the time. I don't know. So just because you're on camera does not mean you're a narc. Honestly, like it's like it's such an overused term. But yeah, I'm definitely like more pronounced than a normal person. If you think about it as a scale, right? Like obviously like I will score higher than average. But yeah, a lot of like my lack of streams actually is also correlating to the fact that I no longer really need this sort of like external validation. I feel like so normal that it used to be that I needed I needed to be live in order to exist even. But now that motivation has dissolved somewhere in the comfort of just being. So but even that I wouldn't even call that narcissism. There's disorder called hispanic disorder, something like that. Um it's it's quite similar to narcissism, but it's to do with like attention seeking behaviors. Um so I think I was more like somewhere there. I don't know, somewhere. Um I think um I think trying to give yourself label of illness is an attempt of identification. Snow, thank you so much. Hey, hey, pretty lady. Teenagers are. Hi, everyone. I'm gonna be ending stream soon as well. How you doing, everyone? Listen, teenagers are in searching of the self, and labels of psychology. Real psychologists do not like labels. They will use them with a great caution, but pop culture uses them in order to. It's a it's an identity forming tool. You are trying to figure out your identity. That's all you have to understand that. And also, is it really a mental illness? Like, if the norm is only like 4%, so-called norm is like 4% of the population, and everyone else has some neurodivergence. So I guess like having a neurodivergence is the new norm. So it's not that being normal is bad, it's that kids are trying to understand themselves. And it's a huge thing. Once you give a name to the set of your symptoms or something, you start seeing yourself differently. Um, you're no longer panicking because something strange is going on. Humans want to give name and order to everything that's happens around them. That's our nature. So this is why they're using I think psychology is like the new astrology. You know how everyone was obsessed with astrology? Also, you're a Leo. Ooh. I'm a Scorpio, by the way. Is everyone afraid? Who believes in astrology anymore? Hey, thanks for the gift, Shaman. Well, but then what is identity? Is it better that a kid chooses their identity? We build our identities. We build our identities as like we go shopping for identity. It's kind of like one of the identity building mechanisms today, because it used to be, I don't know, what's better is like different mechanisms of building identity. Tell me, what is identity? It's a really difficult question. In the past, people associated their work with their identity. I'm a mom, that's my identity. I'm a teacher, that's my identity. I'm a lumberjack, and it was somehow like parallel to their identity. They felt like at peace. That has Work has become a background noise. Like we are more. It's just a thing you do that doesn't say anything about what you could be, your personality. So we live in a lot more complicated time. Individualism. I think individualism. Individualism is desperately trying to find their place, what they are. But the paradox is that you need others. You need to be in the context. You need to be doing something, and precisely there you will find yourself. You will find your place. Um, it's a big lie of the individualism that you even exist as a one unit. Like I think individualism as a whole is like very overstated. You are part of like even everything you say is an expression of environment. Anyway, it's a big conversation. I'm not gonna get into this now. Yeah. Yeah. Astrology is fun. Yeah, I guess so. And very special. You are individual, just everyone else. Yeah, but we all are like part of the collective. So yeah. I need to go to sleep, guys. Otherwise, I will not wake up tomorrow. Okay, Witcher. We're gonna come back. No, you have to turn on your stream so I can go raid you. Okay, I'm gonna continue to work on this macho guy. Building him up so we can finish him. I need to get myself a new painting medium. This one is giving me headache. I have a cat that has asthma, so it's really not good for her. If it's bad for me, imagine how bad it is for her. Wait. The thing we like to think, but we discussed true thoughts, we realize we're a lot like other people. It's cool. Yeah, like a lot of people are afraid of that. I think that's so cool. Cats are so sensitive. Yeah, they are. Especially my little baby. I guess thank you so much for the company. It was amazing. Hanging out with you as always. I'm falling asleep now, so oh no, I really need to go to sleep. So I'll see you guys. I have plans to stream tomorrow. You know me, but like please. Oh goodness gracious. I have quite a few things happening tomorrow, but like I I really want to stream tomorrow, so I hope I'm here tomorrow. So on Sunday I'm going for a concert into another city, so I feel that I really need to plug in streams tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Oh, hi Drifty. See you next week. No. What band? Um it's King Crimson Offspring. They used to call it Crimson Project. Is Beat, Adrian Belew, Danny Carey, Tony Levin, and Steve Vai on a fucking guitar playing King Crimson of the 80s. Oh, shit. I'm stoked. And it's gonna be in a nice theater, so the sound is gonna be great. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited. Okay, Steve Vai playing King Crimson. You don't know. You're a normal person, so you don't know what King Crimson is. But like when I saw when I saw that when I saw the list of the musicians, I thought that I'm tripping. Danny Carey, yes. They're on a tour, yes. If you get a chance to see Beat, you should. Yeah, I love that song, Phoenix Raptor. So simple and I love it. Danny Carey is like arguably world's best drummer. One of the imagine together with Steve Vai and playing fucking King Crimson. I really want to hear that because Steve Vai is like such a guitarist with a character. Usually, when you get these, when an artist plays other band's material, they are impersonating it. But Steve Vai has so much character of his own. I'm really curious how King Crimson melodies are gonna sound. So it's all King Crimson. Um, no, no. The real King Crimson is Robert Fripp. This hasn't done tour. He's quite old. It's Robert Fripp on a guitar, um, Tony Levin on a bass, chapstick. What do they have for the drummer? I actually don't know their latest dudes. I don't know who, but they have really good musicians. I don't know who are the latest team. But they haven't been on tour in a long time. He's really old. Like Robert Fripp is like 70 plus, so I don't know if he's gonna even tour again. But yeah, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, guys! Like I've been to King Crimson concerts 2 times, and also to Crimson Project way ago. And King Crimson ruined for me live shows for a long time because they are audiophiles, so they don't book any venue. They book, the venues where usually traditional music gets played. So they have like really good acoustics. Holy shit! And if you know anything about King Crimson music, it's like it goes from like the perfect mellow harmonies into heart-aching notes to like really experimental and dissonant and crazy drum and instrument patterns. Like it's actually insane. I'm already leaving Bucket. It's super late for me. Yeah, I heard they're doing some kind of theater thing with Toya. Anyway, I'm really happy about him and Toya. Guys, like their live performance, they have 3 drum sets in a good audio theater, right? They put 3 drum sets with amazing world class musicians in front of the entire team. Can you guys imagine how that sounds? Oh, Skull and Cross High. Oh, your cabin car? What's a cabin car? So anyway, like the Sunday promises to be really fun because Tony Levin, Steve Vai, Adrian Belew, they're really fun musicians. So I can't wait to hear them. That sounds unnecessary. Don't get me started. They are audiophiles, so wait, there's gonna be support? They never have support. Channing Tatum. I have no idea who that is. Yeah, that would be. Anyway, I'm just really excited. If you guys are into music, I highly recommend. It's like a. It's It's amazing. Like other musicians are not putting any effort compared to what I heard um in these concerts. Like it feels like other musicians are not putting in any effort into their sound. So I'm sorry for living off under the rock. Yeah, calls. You just need your dude that is like, get your dicks out, let's go. King Crimson is my favorite band ever. Bucket. Listen to 21st Century Schizoid Men. It's kind of a nut song. I don't know if you're gonna like it, but this band are they're not commercially like on the top, but they are incredibly influential band. They invented basically progressive rock, math rock. Red is a math rock album that was it was a favorite album of Kurt Cobain. They're innovative, experimental. Well, anyway, I'm a huge fan of this band. To be honest, could talk for hours. And I'm gonna go see Beat on Sunday. Beat is not a full King Crimson thing, but it's led by the Adrian Belew, Tony Levin, and Danny Carey on a drum, and Steve Vai on a fucking guitar playing crazy King Crimson things. They're gonna be playing material from the 80s, and I'm gonna go see them live on. This is gonna be my fourth time seeing these musicians because I've seen the. This is gonna be second time seeing the 80s King Crimson that is led by the Adrian Belew. They kind of go on separate tours. The main thing is Robert Fripp with his dudes. Anyway, Robert Fripp is like a guitar god that nobody talks about. So, do you know about Robert? I do know of them and Robert. Oh, nice. Bucket. King Crimson has one song called Fracture, and Robert Fripp he wrote these diaries publicly. He wrote this blog where he writes just various notes, and he says that in order to be able to play Fracture, you have to practice it 70% of your waking time. So you have to wake up and you have to practice it for months, and then you can perform it. It's literally like the world's probably like the most difficult guitar song ever. I once made a guitar rocksmith streamer play it. French Stallion. He got red as a tomato. I felt so bad. Yeah, so in the Fracture, there's this part that is like, I think he's playing like 16th notes. Is that what it's called? And it's like super consistent. Anyways, it's a crazy song. There's a guy on YouTube who talks about his journey of trying to learn how to play Fracture, and he failed, I think. So I'm already signing off, Yasiara, but you can check me out next time. But yeah, Robert Fripp to me is an amazing artist. Like his entire philosophy, his approach to music as an art medium, his kind of inventiveness. The dude literally, he invented delay. He actually invented delay called Frippatronics. Like he did it live. So he invented the long stretchy sound. So super innovative guy, and he absolutely has no pathos like or like Giga Chad energy. The way he talks about guitar and music is like he approaches it with a great respect, and what's the word? When you realize that like it's kind of greater than you'll ever be, like what's the feeling? So invented delay. Yeah, he invented the delay. He in a 1969 probably or 68, he went up on a stage, or maybe was it later? I don't know when exactly, but he went up on the stage. He was simultaneously recording on a tape his guitar playing and playing it back and interacting with it. He invented a delay. It's called Frippertronics. He literally came up with it. Also, he blows my mind because he has made the most harmonious pieces. He, like his ambient work is like so gorgeous, and then he makes these like alien things. Dude invented math rock, dude. Humble is a good word. Yes, yes, yes. So see, he stays like humble and with treats like the art, the guitar art as like with great respect. So it's very admirable. Anyway, guys, I really have to get going. Les Paul invented delay. Well, I don't know, in the 50s. I thought it was a Frippertronics. Analog tape looping technique created by the guitarist Robert Fripp and Brian Eno uses so maybe the delay is different. So maybe this is specifically like a looping mechanism. Yeah. No, I think together with a Brian Eno is genius as well. Yeah, I think they actually invented it. Tape delay. What kind of delay was for them? Just, yeah. I don't Nothing comes out of nothing, so maybe this was a development on the Les Paul thing. You should go change your pants. Okay, guys, I'm signing off. I'm signing off. I'm signing off. Great hanging out with you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I need to catch some sleep ASAP. Snow is not streaming, so I don't know who to rate. So I'm just gonna go. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks for all the company. Oh man, I have like 5 like different softwares to close now. Okay, there we go. I can't believe how little progress I can make while streaming. I think if I streamed for maybe 8 hours, we would get all of the talking out of the system. But then again, I get like so tired. Talking streams are mega exhausting as well. Anyway, there's probably no point in trying to. It is what it is. I'll just try to paint sometimes off the stream, and then things are gonna be in balance. But I'm also like so excited to see what's going on in the chat, and I also miss the guys in the chat. All right, guys, I'll see. Bye, 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 bye.